Back by popular demand.
Back by popular demand.
Nah, I'm just kidding. We ain't going nowhere. Hey, man, it's a big Dob, Big Jonah. We're going to talk about a few things today, catch everybody up on what we got going on with the gym and with our life, man. This the Pushing Weight Show.
Pushing weight.
And of course the courage in these veins. People passing the limits. A bunch of beasts broke off the chain. From the folks, see them growing and reaching up to pass out peak though. Welcome to the Pushing Weight Show.
So, man, you was telling me you got pilled off some Smirnoffs last night?
Chill out, man. Chill out. No, man, I had just caught up with one of my buddies. You know what I'm saying? He had a little bit of Remy over there.
Okay.
And I don't know what happened.
Honestly, I don't even think I've ever had Remy.
Actually, I like Remy. I ain't had it in a while.
Is it a cognac?
Yeah, I think it's
Is
a
it?
cognac.
Okay.
Yeah, it's some dark liquor.
Dark liquor.
It's some dark liquor. I ain't gonna lie, man. A lot of people don't. I mean, obviously, a lot of people like dark liquor because they sell it. But like the taste, if you really smell it, that Remy has to have some caramel notes to it.
Okay.
I just smelled like a deep caramel smell. You know what I'm saying? When I was drinking it, but yeah, man, I just sat over there with homie because when you had texted me about the endorsements,
Yeah.
I read it, and you ever been pilled and was talking to somebody in your head? So
Yeah.
I had the conversation that we had in my head already, so I
Yeah.
already knew what you was gonna say.
Yeah.
But then when I read it, then this morning when you texted me, and I'm like, oh man, I forgot to. I think I texted you first.
Yeah.
And then you ain't hit me back. I was like, oh man, he probably mad because I ain't texted him back.
Nah, hell no.
He having a sucker attack right now.
Man, I just seen a dude explain how to properly taste like a whiskey or a bourbon.
Yeah.
Like to get the actual notes, as you said it.
Yeah.
He said you take, like, it looked like a wine glass.
Yeah.
You take it, swish it around, and then you throw it out.
Yeah.
And then you pour some more in, and then it was like he poured water in there. So it was like a third of whatever you had, pour a third of water in there.
Yeah.
And then drink it. He kind of reminded me of that dude. You seen the dude that does the
Ice
ice cream
yeah,
tip?
Yeah.
Yeah, those high notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he reminded me of.
Yeah.
But he said he threw the first shot out because any coating of anything that was in that glass beforehand could throw off the taste.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, I agree with that, but like I'm gonna have to.
Man,
I'm gonna have to. Yeah,
that was a double shot.
Yeah, man. I'm like, if I'm going through all these steps of tasting it, I know it's gonna be an expensive liqueur. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just throwing it out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's like guys. I had watched a guy. What was he like? What they call it, a sommelier.
yeah.
Like wine
For
tasting.
wine, yeah.
Yeah, and there was like something how you properly like pour a beer and supposed to taste the beer. Like you're really supposed to you gotta break the plane or break the. They was doing this thing where you're most people they'll take the glass like that.
Don't let the head pour out.
Let the head pour out, but they say you're really supposed to pour it and let the pour break the. Something about the CO2 in the glass.
Okay, yeah.
And then it's supposed to break that up so then it brings out more of the taste in the beer.
I wonder how that works with like I know you've seen them I haven't seen it in person, but I've seen it online where they've got the glasses that you just sit it over top of the tap and they fill up from the bottom.
I've wondered that.
Bro, I've been wondering how they do that too.
I've been wondering that for every time I see that I'm like, bro, I gotta see that in person.
Yeah, I gotta
don't get how that works.
Yeah, I don't either. And I wonder how it tastes, if it tastes different now that you're saying that, because it does make sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wonder how it tastes. Hey, if y'all know where one of them bars is at, let me know.
They gotta have somewhere in Columbus or something.
Yeah, Columbus got to. I ain't never been there.
Yeah.
Pinky's out when you drinking beer at that place.
You know what I'm saying? No, I swear, bro. I always wonder, like, how in the hell does that work?
Yeah, because you would think the bottom of the cup is gonna. I mean, I can think of how it might work, but I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I feel like something. I mean, obviously, something has to be covering the hole back up at the bottom.
right?
But what?
Yeah.
And if it's a plastic cup.
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, it would almost have to be plastic, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Because glass ain't gonna be able to do. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, I've always wondered that too. I've always wondered that. Man, now we talking about it. I should have grabbed some hen dog, man.
Should have grabbed some brew. I've been wanting to try that that Leinenkugels, that juicy peach.
I ain't never had the juicy peach. I do like the summer shandy. Yeah, sometimes.
Shandy. I still drink summer shandy from time to time, but yeah, I always wanted that juicy peach. I ain't never had it. It seemed like it'd be decent.
Right now, I'm sipping on the Country Time lemonade BCAs, man. I done got me a jar.
I told you.
I told you. It's good. This week, man, was so damn hot. I mean, thankfully I sit in an office, but still, like walking outside was terrible. So I went to Five and Below and got one of their big bottles, like a 67 ounce or something like that. And I'll dump a scoop or 2 scoops of that in there, and then like a Propel flavoring or something, throw that in there. I've been drinking on that.
Drink that Country Time,
bro. It's so good.
It tastes like a lemonade. Squirt.
Yeah, it tastes like lemonade, man. It's so good. Yeah. Shout out Rise, man. Lemonade, Country Time lemonade.
Remember, I promoted y'all first months ago.
yeah, you did. When I saw it, I was like, man, Dog did say this stuff was good. I needed some BCAs for the week.
I told you, I was mixing that. So I had a, who made it? I forget who makes it. But I was mixing that with like a vanilla protein too. So I was mixing it together.
Well, I bet that was good.
Then that tasted decent. So then I had got the Colin Bloom.
Broom. Yep.
So I had got the Colin Bloom, and I had got a strawberry. So I was mixing the vanilla, the strawberry, and the lemonade together.
Yeah, I bet that tasted good. Bro. But how much water was you putting in? Like, was it a big cup?
Yeah, so it was a big shaker cup.
Okay.
I mean, and I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't full. It was a full portion of the lemonade, but it was like 1 scoop, because you really supposed to put the 2 scoops of the protein. It was 1 scoop of protein, and it was like the Colin Bloom. That's like a tablespoon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that scooper is like super small. It's like probably like a tablespoon scoop.
Oh, okay.
But it was still grainy.
Dude,
it's real grainy.
So I got some protein right now that thank God I'm almost through it, because I was looking and I bought a bunch of supplements at once, and I was like, okay, this is gonna last me a good minute. And this stuff was made, I think, like it's called Level, and it's got no soy in it. It's made from real foods and stuff like that. Yeah. The taste is all right, but it's the fact that it's grainy.
Yeah.
Like, I can deal with the taste, but it's grainy.
Yeah.
So I've been mixing it with my Optimum Nutrition stuff just to cut it a little bit. Yeah, step on it, because it's.
You know what I'm saying? Hit it.
Is it? Yeah, because that stuff is grainy. It's bad. Yeah. It's bad. It reminds me of like old Walmart protein.
Man, hey, that Celtec.
6-star and Celtec.
Hey, that Celtec from 2005.
Man, and then I need to slow down on these, man. This Apple.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rogue, y'all got me in a chokehold with these, man. I'll probably go through a can, and there's 20 of them, so I'll probably go through a can like every day and a half, 2 days.
Oh, yeah, you tearing them up then.
It's bad. Yeah. It's bad. I just get them tucked down in my cheek, and it's over with. Yeah. It's over with.
Man, I'm telling you, put them at the top.
I'm scared.
Bro, I don't know what that... I told you.
Ever since you told me that, I've been scared to do it.
Bro, my homie was telling... did I say that last time?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I don't know what it is.
You was out.
You put them babies at the top. Hey, I was in there woozy. My homie... I felt like Ethan Hawking training day. On training day, boy. I was up there woozy. My dude looked at me. He was like, "You all right?" I'm like, he had the window locked on. I said, "Bro, roll my window." Bro, I'm sweating. I was like, I had to spit him out. I had to look like a sucker, bro. I had to spit him out.
Bro, you said Hawking. I thought you meant to say Stephen Hawking. I was like, dang.
I wasn't that crazy. Hey, that's that. Hey, they make you do that. That's crack. Hey, that's freebase, goddammit.
Man. Now I'll do some toot. You seen that video? I'll do some toot now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, no. Hey, I was almost close to it. I was in there sweating.
Man, speaking of somebody like Stephen Hawking, I watched a podcast with the dude with the first person with the Neuralink chip in his head. And he was explaining it, and I was watching it, listening to it while I was working, so I was only getting bits and pieces. But what he was saying, what I was catching, where he can just like look at something on a screen and it'll tell the screen, and he can just like click, or you can guide it with his face, and so, bro. And he's like the crazy thing is, I have the worst one. He's like, I have the worst one because it's the first one. Yeah. He's like, it's only going to get better from here. Yeah. I think within the next probably 50 years, we're going to have some cyborg ass people walking around this world, man. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? I mean, that's crazy to think about for me.
If we can make it through World War III.
Man, it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming. Yeah. Y'all see all them Russian naval ships off the coast of Cuba?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you see Putin and your boy Kim Jong-un just linked up.
Yep. And Xi Jinping too.
Yeah.
China.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ain't trying to get political, but there needs to be a change. Man. There needs to be a change. And
it's a wrap.
Man, I personally think that they're going to, because they've always said it's very, 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 very hard to change a presidency while in a war.
Yeah.
So I think there is potential for, because in Russia, what Russia's pissed off about is Biden giving the okay for Ukraine to use American weapons against Russia. So we sent them a bunch of missiles and stuff and was like, yeah, go ahead, man. You use them on Russia. That's cool. I know it got USA on it, but yeah, go ahead. And that's what he's mad at. So that's why they're making the moves that they're making. Yeah. But bro. I don't see a good way out of it. I don't know. You can go conspiracy theory and be like, hey, this is their move to keep Trump out of office. The trials are a way to keep Trump out of office. I don't know. Do you think he's ever going to see some prison time? I don't see him doing no prison time.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you've seen the conspiracy where they were saying one of the jurors had posted something on Facebook, like the day of, right before, or the day before, saying something about the trial and this and that. But, I mean, this is America.
Man.
Even Epstein went to jail before he killed himself.
That's what
I'm saying.
You know what's crazy about that whole thing, man, is that Ghislaine Maxwell.
Martha Stewart went to jail, so maybe.
Which I read up on that too a while back ago. She didn't even go to jail for the insider trading stuff that she was doing. Yeah. It was for withholding information.
Damn.
That's what they got her for. 4 months in there.
Yeah.
And that's crazy to think about with how I hate so much how our political system's set up when it comes to the senators and representatives, all that stuff, Congress people. They're able to buy and sell stock, but they know what the hell is going on. They know what's coming because they have a hand in it.
You ever seen that website?
And that's not illegal.
There's like a IG. I don't know if I follow them, but they always pop up from time to time, and it tells you what senators are trading, all their trades and stuff.
Yeah.
So say like Nick Pelosi and all that.
Yeah. Yeah. And they can do that, and it's perfectly legal.
Yeah.
But if you work for a big Fortune 500 company and you heard that something was about to happen and you went and traded your stocks, that's insider trading, and you going to jail.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. And I'm hoping that one day, I don't know if there will ever be a change, because the people that have the power to change it are the people benefiting from it. So they're never going to take away their own gain. You know what I mean? There's been a couple people in the past that have said, hey, there needs to be term limits in Congress and in the Senate. But who's going to vote on that? Them. So it's just crazy to me to see stuff like that. But that's what Martha Stewart, over 40 grand.
Yeah.
It was over 40 grand. She sold some stuff because she heard something was going down. She owned a bunch of stock of it. She sold 40 grand. And I think they said, or she sold it to not lose 40 grand. But she ended up doing that 4 months for lying about it.
Damn.
Yeah. But, I don't know, man. I think what's dangerous about it all is it opens up the door for future candidates to do things like what they're doing to Trump before an election. Okay, we think we got something on you. We're going to go ahead and throw a trial on you, and this is going to hold up your whole campaign thing. And that's just not America, man. That's not the Republican or the republic that we are, the democratic, system that we're supposed to be. It's crazy to watch. It's crazy to see.
But it is American.
and that's the double edge
the most
to it.
American thing you can do. Hey, I see you about to put a move down. Let me jam your ass up.
And that's true too. That's the sad truth too, man. Hey. Man, Congress really playing like they in the streets.
Hey, in the streets. Hey, like they said, man, the most ruthless gangsters are in a suit and tie. You know what I'm saying?
That part. Yeah. It's getting weird, man. It's getting weird. I don't know if Joe Biden's even gonna be the one to run.
Yeah.
I just saw they did some I think it was like a Democratic Party convention, something like that. And Obama was there, Biden was there, and a couple other people. I think Jimmy Kimmel was the one interviewing them, And Biden kind of just like, it was the end of it, and he's waving to people, and then he just like
Spaced
froze.
out.
Yeah. And Obama had to grab his hand and walk him a few steps to get them off the stage. And they're like, yo, this is supposed to be the most powerful man in the world.
Man.
He got to be toddler walked around to get off the stage.
No, I did. I don't know how real it was, but it was like a aide. He was an aide in the White House. Like now he's an aide in the White House. And he had a meeting. It was being recorded for some reason. And they were talking about like, that's a big thing. Like within the walls of the White House is him having dementia. And
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, riddle me this. They didn't put him in the courtroom of the whole Hunter Biden situation and the trial, right? Quote, because he was not in the mental space and capacity to answer corrections and recollect things that were needed.
Yeah.
How you gonna tell me that this man can't stand in a trial, but he can run the country?
Yeah.
He's good enough to run the country and run for another 4 years, but you ain't willing to put him in a trial because he's not, quote, mentally stable enough to do so.
Yeah.
Make that shit make sense. When I heard that, I was like, what? This is the most American thing I ever heard. Man. Again. It's just crazy, man. It's crazy to see what's happening. All I know is, at the end of the day, I need my pockets to get a little bigger from not spending so much money at the grocery store.
Man, hey, shit, hamburger $6-7.
Bro, we literally got we got a little pack of steaks. 2 steaks, watermelon, cantaloupe, pack of water. Some pork chops, a couple packs of chicken breasts, and then like tortillas and stuff to make some chicken wraps, and not much more. It cost us $189 walking out of there.
Yeah, we did the same thing. It was, but we went like just meal shopping.
Yeah.
So we got like same thing, like 2-3 meals on like Monday.
Yep.
Same thing. I think we spent like $160.
Yeah.
And then on Wednesday, we went, because if the kids ain't got nothing, they could just throw in the microwave, and we don't have food in the house, even though there's all type of meat sitting in there.
Yeah.
So then we went like shopping on Wednesday for like a week's worth of food, and spent another, I think it was out like $300.
Yeah.
So in a week we spent about $450.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's I remember back in the day, back in when we first got together. So about 09, 10, or 11, bro, $400 was like 2 carts of groceries, like literally.
Oh yeah,
2 carts of groceries.
Yeah,
that's when we had that good EBT back in the day. Hey, $400 was 2 carts.
Man, yeah. I remember being so young that my dad used to dig in the change drawer in his truck.
Yeah, and
dig out a good $4, $5, $6 and put some fuel in this truck, and it'd be good for a couple days. I mean, shoot, that was probably...
I ain't that old. I don't remember that. I don't know how you remember that.
I distinctly remember we was in the struggle, okay? I remember it. But...
I remember, and they talk about gas prices, but I remember when your boy Bush was in office, and this was the day I left. I left for that summer, so the summer of 2008. Bro, I remember gas prices was $4 a gallon, because Yeah, I remember I went to I was going to cause my first day of college, and my dad had gave me $100 bill, and he was like, "Here, this is for gas money." And I remember gas was like $4.30 a gallon.
Damn.
Yeah, I'll never forget that. It was like 4 something a gallon, and I remember it was like 4 something a gallon all the way. And then Obama got elected. The day Obama got elected, it went down to like $2.50 or something like that.
Yeah.
But I never forget. It was up to like 4 something a gallon.
Yeah.
In the summer of 2008.
I don't really remember a whole lot from. I would say my first president for me, you know, paying attention to everything was Obama.
Yeah.
Because he got elected in 08.
Yeah.
Right. So in 08, I was 13 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, 13 years old. So, you know, I wasn't driving or nothing like that. I wasn't really seeing, you know, everything that was going on. I wasn't paying attention to no gas prices until I got a truck at 16. And then I was really paying the gas prices and paying attention and asking mom and dad for, you know, $10 maybe to get me back and forth to school maybe.
Yeah.
Buying that truck, man, I love that truck. I was just actually looking randomly. I was looking for that truck. Again, just trying to find it, seeing if anybody had it on Facebook, you know, trying to buy my very first truck back. It was a 98 Silverado, Chevy Silverado 1500.
Speaking of...
A little lifted, you know.
Fam, a 2-inch lift is not lifted.
It was 3-inch lift. It was no bullshit.
Hey, speaking of remembering old vehicles, so we were putting a sign up in the building earlier this morning, and this lady in a van just pulls up on me like, are you Davion? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, because it's a Sunday morning. Like, who's finding me on a Sunday morning? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. She's like, well, my brother, I think he bought one of your boats and your name is still on the title. Is there any way you can sign it? She's like, I didn't want to sign your name on there just in case somebody had like stole it from you and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, yeah.
That's crazy.
And mess around, she literally is. So it's somebody my wife knows, and she lives on my street.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, yeah, I'll come over there and sign it. So I went over and signed it, and I guess it's her brother got it, and he has cancer or something, and just wanted another boat just to live out his days. And, you know what I'm saying? But I told him, I'm like, hey, let me get this boat back when you know what I'm saying?
Dang.
I ain't saying it like that, but I was like, hey, you ever sell this boat, I would like it back because this was my first boat.
Man, you should have just been like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and keep my name on this title and y'all hit me up when, you know what I'm saying?
But no, it was like, it brought back memories because that was, like I said, that was like my first boat. Actually, my first boat was a little John boat, like a little 12-foot little metal John boat. I got it from my dude, Ben, the barber that works over there at Nate's. And I liked that boat. But one time, me and my son, Kingston, bro, we went to Delaware. And you've been to Delaware.
Yeah.
Bro, we was out there for like 3-4 hours. Perfectly cool. Seen my stepdad there, pulled up on him. He was wading in the water. Go down this little like canal over there on Dead End Road. You probably don't know all that over there. We're coming back. Bro, the wind picked up so crazy. It was turning us around because on that John boat, I just had like a little trolling motor on it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no.
Bro, it turned us around, and a guy had to, like, I had to throw him a rope, and he towed us.
Y'all back?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, and I never took that boat out again.
Yeah, no.
That shit, like, now if I wasn't with Kingston, it wouldn't have scared me as bad. But just having my son there, and then he was like probably, was maybe 17, 18, you know what I'm saying? So he was probably like 7, 8, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so then I had got that other boat that the guy has, and that had like a little 9.9. It was like a 16-foot boat, got like a little 9.9 on it, and but yeah, I redid the carpet on that, new fish finder on that. So
you you had time into it.
Yeah, I had time into it. So it's like when I seen it, it brought back. I'm like, I said, yeah, if y'all ever sell that boat or anything, I'll buy it back off of you.
Yeah, that'll be dope.
Yeah.
That'll be dope if they do.
Cause those 9.9s, if you're a true angler like myself. Most lakes, you can't have like they don't want like big engines on them. So, but anything over 9.9, so that's why people get those 9.9 motors.
Okay.
Because you can put them anywhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
gotcha.
yeah, that's why people like the 9.9 engines because you could just put them on basically any lake.
Yeah. I'm hoping that my boss's wife has said something to me about potentially going up and fishing with him up there at Lake Erie.
Oh, yeah.
He just bought a new boat.
Oh, okay.
So I'm thinking about
All
going.
off of your dime.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You welcome for the boat, big dog. But I'm excited to go up there. Hopefully, potentially go up there and fish for some walleye because I don't know nothing about fishing, bro. I ain't got the patience for it. But I feel like if I'm out in the middle of Lake Erie,
That's because you fish. I catch.
listen, see,
You ain't gotta have patience if you out there catching.
that's what I'm hoping it turns into. I'm hoping I'm just casting and reeling in.
Yeah. So I told you that, actually, like I said, first time I went to Lake Erie was like a few years ago. Went fishing with them old guys, and I mean we did a lot of catching out there. They fish for catfish out there at the bay.
Okay.
So we went there and we probably caught. It was 4 of us, so we probably caught about 30 fish. You know what I'm saying? But they was like they to them that was a horrible trip. They said they
Really?
usually catch 100, at least 100.
Is there a bag limit like with deer?
No,
Is
not
it-
on
no?
not on catfish. Yeah.
Not on catfish.
Yeah.
Okay.
So on walleye, depending on where you're at, I think the limit is 6. So it's
Okay.
6 on walleye. Crappie, depending where you're at, is 30.
Damn. Is that a small fish then?
No, yeah. So yeah, it's a panfish. So a keeper is 10 inches is a keeper,
Okay.
and then they usually get around anywhere from 10 to 12, 13 inches.
Okay.
So it's a decent size, about from your hand. You know what I'm saying? From here
Yeah.
to here. You know what I'm saying? Nice size, like about the size of your hand. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? On a nice size one.
But 10's also a keeper.
Yep, 10's a keeper.
That's why my girl called me a keeper.
Chill out, man. But what else? Bluegill.
Probably ain't nothing on bass, is there?
No, but people really don't keep bass.
Really?
Yeah, you really don't eat bass.
Because you don't eat it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, people keep white bass though. So you have like the white bass run. So white bass run is right after walleye spawning season.
Does it just not taste good, or is it just not
I mean,
a lot of meat to it?
they're about the size of a crappie, a little bit bigger than a crappie. And I don't know. Some people just say they don't like the taste of the white bass, but
Okay.
like to me, I'll eat some white bass, but you gotta cut them thin strips. Like I like strips, like thin strips. I don't like big meaty ass fillets.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the thing. I ain't speaking for all of us, but that's a black thing too. A lot of black people, they don't want no big meaty ass fish. They want it like thin strips, crispy, or some nuggets, crispy. You know what I'm saying?
After you said that about chicken wings, there was like 2 other people that told me, they're like, I
told
ain't
you.
eating them big ass chicken wings. Where'd that come from?
Exactly, bro. I do not want no jumbo chicken wings, bro. Do not feed me jumbo chicken. If I see you got some jumbo chicken wings, I'm getting chicken tenders on everything.
Yeah, no, I'm hoping to go up there, man, and do some catching.
Yeah.
Come back with some stories.
See, one of my people had took me for my birthday a couple years ago. He had took me on so you got like a charter boat, which is like you rent a charter. So if like you and like a few of your homies.
Yeah.
So it's like up to like 7, 8 people, depending on how big the boat is. You got charter boat, and they put you right on the fish.
Yeah.
Right. And then you got a head boat. So a head boat is like a like a huge old, like a, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just a bigger boat. It's not nice though. You know what I'm saying? It's like almost like a ferry. It almost look like a ferry boat, but smaller than a regular ferry you put the cars on. But it almost looked like a smaller ferry boat. And it's usually about 30 people in there, 20 to 30 people in there. Man, it still costs like $150 a person.
Damn.
So they make a killing off of that.
Yeah.
And they take you out there. So my homie took me for my birthday. Me, him, his dad, and his father-in-law. Rest in peace, father-in-law passed away. And bro, it was 30 people on that head boat.
Banking out, bro.
Listen, there was only 3 fish caught on the whole boat.
I'd be mad
we was
as
pissed. We was pissed, bro, because they take you out there. You were out there for like 6-7 hours. You're supposed to be out there till like everybody damn near catch their limit, and then
Yeah.
So like I said, walleye you can catch like 6 walleye a piece, and you can catch like perch. And you can catch. I forget what the limit is on perch. It's like 20 perch a piece, something like that.
Yeah.
And bro, there was literally like 6 fish caught on the whole boat out of 30 people.
Bro, that's what on my senior trip they went and did that. They were like, we're gonna do a charter.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm cool. I'm gonna sit back here.
Yeah.
So I stayed back. They all come back sunburned as hell.
Ain't catch nothing.
Bro, I didn't catch a single fish out there.
Yeah.
It was like $100.
Yeah.
Yep. No, I'm so glad I did not go.
Yeah. Sorry.
I don't burn, but still.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. That it just wouldn't have been fun to me.
Yeah. It had sucked because we was out there 6 in to like
Oh, dude.
1, 2 in the afternoon.
I'd be mad.
Yeah, it sucked.
Yeah, I'd be mad as hell.
Yeah, it sucked.
Did you get any swimming in this week? Speaking of it being hot.
So we went accidental. So we went to Mohican on Wednesday, bro. It was like a perfect, as hot as it was like 90.
Yeah.
But I don't know why on that water, bro, it was so cool. It wasn't even hot. Like I didn't even sweat the whole trip.
Really?
Yeah, like it was like the perfect temperature. We went at 9, exactly when they opened at 9 a.m. We got there. It was maybe 6 cars in the parking lot when we got there. Floated down the river, kids. They was cool all the way to the end because then my wife and her sister thought it was smart because they put my daughter and my niece, my youngest niece, they made them at the end, halfway through, like there's like some food spots to stop off at.
Yep.
And you could just pull your boat up or whatever. And so they wanted to go together. My daughter and my youngest niece wanted to go together for the rest of the thing. And they're the 2 smallest people there. So they kept getting stuck and kept getting, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, oh my, why did y'all let them talk? Then at the end, everybody, I'm yelling, my son yelling, they yelling. But literally it was like the last, we didn't even realize it. They switched at the last 50 yards of the trip.
Oh, okay.
And as soon as they was switching, because then I guess my wife, she got out to switch and then she got stuck in some mud and she yelling, but I didn't even hear her because we already, you know what I'm saying? Me, my son, and my oldest niece, we're already got our boats.
Down the way, yeah.
Down the way. We got our boats up on the beach already, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't even see. But then I get stuck and I'm trying to help my daughter out and I fall in the damn water. I'm like, oh, damn, I done fell in the water. Like full submersion, damn near to my neck in the water. You ever been down there?
I was at Mohican. I was young, bro. I mean, like probably like 6, 7 years old.
Yeah.
But I did when I went down to Florida, I did like manatee. It's like a
manatee excursion,
something like it. Yeah. And the girl that I was with at the time, she thought it'd be, oh, look, we're gonna go, do this thing with the manatees. You're gonna be able to see manatees as we canoe,
Yeah.
They're like, and we picked the long one. We picked the 6 mile one.
Yeah.
I sat down in that canoe. I was 10 minutes in. I'm pissed.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I am 260 pounds
yeah.
hunched over in this thing.
You're going to get stuck. So you go down there to Mohican, you're going to get stuck because there's you're going to get stuck at least 5 times.
Yeah.
Because there's parts of that water that's literally 3 inches deep.
Oh, yeah.
Like literally 3 inches deep.
You know your side was sinking.
Chill out, fam. Now there's literally parts down there that's 3 inches deep. So there's you're going to get stuck. Like it was
I had to push
one
yourself
time.
along.
One time I had to actually get out and pull out. The other 2 times I had to paddle hard as hell and then scoot forward and try to adjust my weight on there. But even like I said, my daughter got stuck and she's 80 pounds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you're going to get stuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. And so we went 2 years ago, and it was horrible. I don't know why it was so, but it was packed. I'm talking about some people got in fight on the water, like some hell jacks.
Of course,
and there was some kids. There were some kids like cussing out some adults. You know what I'm saying? It was like and the parents was they was all in a big one together, and they was like the parents was, you're not gonna talk to. Oh, that's what happened. The kids. So, bro, I don't know why. And there was a whole bunch of people letting their kids squirt other people with water guns and stuff in them big old, like it's a circle tube. And you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
There was like people letting their kids I'm talking about this close in
Hit
people's
people.
face and stuff like that. Like, why would you let? I was like, bro, if one of these kids. And Dog love the kids. Dog love the kids.
Yeah, he for the kids.
But if one of these kids squirt me in some face, point blank, with some water, you about to feel what the 90s was like. Because I'm dunking your ass in this water. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, Like, and then like full-fledged argument, and the kids is cussing, and then and then once we got all the way down, there were some other people, like there was campers. So what it is so there's it's like a campground. So there's campers on both sides of the water. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, 70% of the trip. And there was campers, like some locals, and they were like literally like standing in the water, like knee deep, and just squirting people in the face as they go by. Like, and it was 2 like teenagers and then like a dad. And then like people was cussing at him, like, bro, what are you doing? And and the dads is like cussing at the people. Like, bro, who told you this was a good idea? Yeah. They seen the black guy, they knew not to squirt me in my damn face. You feel me? But I'm like, bro, who told? I don't know. That first trip, and it seemed like it took us like 5-6 hours that first trip. Yeah. I don't know why it took, but this time, bro, I'll tell my wife, I'm like, shoot, we can go again next week if you want to. Yeah. Like it took us 3 weeks. It's 7 miles, so we did the 7 miles. Took 3 hours.
That ain't bad.
Not, bro. Perfect. Wet. Didn't break a sweat. You know what I'm saying? Perfect temperature. It was perfect, bro.
I wouldn't mind it. I think that's the same place that people go down there and just tube, right? Yeah. They just ride tubes the whole way down.
I wouldn't recommend a tube.
Really? That's probably rougher. That's probably rougher than sitting in a canoe.
Listen, I guarantee if you get a tube, I think that's what took me so long. Like I think I had got a tube last time. Yeah. Yeah, and I think that's what took so long, is I had got a tube, bro. I swear on it, if you get a tube, it's gonna take 5-6 hours.
Yeah, no, I ain't about that.
Yeah, I guarantee. But they have a 7 mile and then they have a 15 mile. I couldn't imagine
a 15 mile.
I couldn't imagine a 15 mile. I couldn't imagine that. But yeah, so we did the 7 mile, and like I said, we got there at 9. We was back at the car and we stopped off for like a good 20-30 minutes and got some food. We was back at the car by 12:30. Really? Bro, when we got back to the car, the parking lot was packed. I'm talking about, because they have like a main parking lot that's asphalt, and then they got like rock parking lot, like you see where they had to extend it. Yeah. It was packed, at least 150 cars there.
Yeah, y'all got it. What time did you guys get there?
9 a.m.
On the
as soon as they opened, we was there at 9 a.m. Might have been 9:05, but we was there as soon as they opened. Yeah. And it was literally 6 cars in the parking lot. Like I parked in front of the door. Yeah. So...
Yeah, you guys went at the perfect time.
And it was on a Wednesday, so maybe a weekday as soon as they opened. But like I said, by the time we got back at 12:30, it was at least 150 cars there.
Yeah, I bet 4th of July weekend is going, or 4th of July week is going to be
packed,
dumb packed.
Yeah, but even when it's packed, it's still not, like I said. That first time we went, it wasn't bad. I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of like a couple years ago. I was kind of going through some things. You feel me? Yeah. So I was like having an attitude. Yeah. With everything, so that might have helped it too. You know what I'm saying? Put some fuel on the flame.
Yeah, yeah, dude. When it comes down to those kids squirting people and the parents,
that was annoying. Everybody was pissed about that.
Yeah, how you gonna get mad at your kids? Or I'm sorry, how you gonna get mad at other people for saying something to your kid that when your kid is in the wrong in the first place? Like, I feel like
and now that I think about it, not to cut you off. What made everybody that seen the shit happen, it was like 2 elderly people. I'm talking about like 70, 80 years old. Yeah. And they had squirted the old people. They was squirting people the whole time. Because you could see them, like, sometimes we was close to them. Sometimes we was far. You know what I'm saying? Like people catching up and slowing down and catching up. And they was doing it the whole time. But what had pissed everybody off, they had did it to like some elderly people. And like everybody was like, people, like I ain't chiming in on, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like people around was chiming in on it, like they was pissed about that.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I would be too. Yeah, I'm in a stage right now where I'm kind of like you, where it's like I ain't trying to get involved. I used to insert myself in every situation that I saw around me. I used to be the I'll take care, and maybe it was my bouncing instincts, you know. But I'll never forget, there were some people in Walmart, and Tate was young. Some people in Walmart yelling at each other back and forth. Yeah. And I just yelled out, hey, you guys either going to fight me or you're going to go outside with it. My kid's here. Yeah. You know, they shut the hell up.
Yeah. They said, pull up. Your ass just walked away. Sir, I have my son with me. No, I ain't never been. Now, it's certain situations. Yeah. Now, there's a local guy that walks around town. I ain't going to say his name, and it's not who you think it is.
Because there's like 5 of them.
It's like 5 of them.
You can't really pick one.
He had this little white kid walking with him, And I'm talking about like 7 or 8. And I seen it. I'm going home, and they're walking across from like Family Video, like they're walking towards like Dairy Queen.
Okay, yeah.
I'm like, why the hell is he walking with this little white kid? Take the white out of it. Why is he walking with this kid?
Little kid, yeah.
Why is he walking with this little kid? And God wouldn't let me go home, bro. I hit the block.
Yeah.
And came around, and I was about to say something to him, and then he was meeting this white dude or whatever, and it had then the white. But I'm like, what parent has him walking him?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah.
But God wouldn't let me take myself home.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I had to see what was going on in that situation.
Bro, I've been in those situations where guys just sitting there telling me, like, nah, something's up.
Yeah.
You know, and I've spun the block on a couple situations.
I couldn't let that go down. I don't know. Something's going on. Let me make sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There was one time, man, I was walking out. I used to have to leave my girl spot when she was leaving for work. So like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, then I'd go home to my place and crash out till I got up for work. This because this was before the kid. Like we took a few months where we weren't meeting the kids. We were just dating each other, and then we would meet the kids.
Yeah.
So her kids come over early in the morning, so that's why I would leave instead of just random dude walking out, and they'd be out in the living room, and you know. So one morning I walked out there, man, and I heard, like I said, 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, I heard the neighbors across the street hollering at each other, bro. I mean, across the street, doors closed, windows closed, and I heard it.
Yeah, that's my cousin. I had
You lying.
on everything. I had one day.
No.
Yeah, right across the street.
To the left is
you ain't gotta say his name.
Nah, yeah. That it wasn't him.
Oh, okay.
Nah, it was the people to the right.
Okay,
I think that's a white dude.
Okay,
and a black girl.
One day, because I be riding my bike in the morning.
Yeah.
And I had seen my cousin was right there
Yeah.
early in the morning. And I had seen your girl walk out.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's where she live.
Looking at it. Yeah, no, he's cool. Well, I've had a couple conversations with him, so no, he's cool. Damn, we ain't never heard. Actually, their kids come over and play with our kids.
Okay.
Like during the week, we'll be outside.
Dang, y'all kids.
Yeah.
Dang, okay.
Our kids.
Okay. It done got serious.
But yeah, no, it's the people to the right. It's the people
Okay.
to the right.
Yeah.
And I heard them yelling and hollering, bro. And I'm like, man, I just can't leave just yet.
Yeah.
I just can't leave just yet. You know, so they're yelling so hard and so loud at each other.
You can feel it.
I'm hearing them like word for word and feeling. Yeah, I'm like, man. So I sat there for probably like 10, 15 minutes until it calmed down. And then I waited for like another 5 until I didn't hear nothing, and then I drove off. But I was just like, man.
No, they say literally, that's the worst thing. You know, I watch Law and Order all day long. That's literally
you know how to kill people and get away with
out,
it.
I literally watch Law and Order like all from any regular Law and Order to old Law and Order, Criminal Intent, SVU. Like I watch all. That's all I do all day. Watch Law and Order. They say that's the worst thing to get involved in is a
domestic dispute.
Yeah, domestic dispute.
I believe it.
Because they said I guess so there was an episode or one of the I think it was like a chief or captain or whatever, like his son was working his way up, and then at the end of his little thing he had got killed on a domestic dispute. And that's what they were saying on there, like everybody knows, like a domestic dispute, like that's one of the most dangerous things to walk up on as a cop is a domestic dispute.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I said,
I got a soft spot for it just because of my sister. You know, 2 years ago, she had passed away. She got murdered over there on Sugar Street. And it was a domestic dispute.
Dang.
And
that was your sister?
Yeah.
Dang, that's crazy.
That stuff eats me up because the one thing that killed me for like. Honestly, I didn't get over it till about 6 months ago. Yeah. I would always ask myself why she ain't call me. Yeah. You know, like why did you not call me when this shit started? Yeah. When he showed up, why did you not call me? Yeah. You know, and yeah, man. The little boy that got the cops called He was actually just about a year ago, maybe a little less. He was recognized by Marion City Police because he heard it going on. He was outside. He heard it going on in the house.
Yeah.
And he went and told his mom. And his mom was like, hey, you just need to, come in the house and stay out of it,
Yeah.
And as things escalated, she called the cops and then got the kids out of there. And she said as they were leaving, as they got to the end of Sugar Street, the cop was turning in, and that's when that guy took my sister's life and then his life.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So right there in the street.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I know it's probably the most dangerous situation to involve yourself in, but it's a soft spot.
Now, like I said, bro. Now if I'm sitting there watching somebody get smacked up,
yeah, no, I can't.
Yeah, I can't sit there and watch that.
Yeah,
but you're arguing. You ain't never seen that meme that was like, it was Jody and what's her name off of Baby Boy? It was just a baby. What's her name? I can't think of it.
I can't either.
But whatever.
Go ahead.
The main character was off of Baby Boy, and they was laying there on the couch watching the movie. And it was a meme that said, when y'all just got into a domestic dispute, it got the cops involved, the parents involved, and now y'all laughing on the couch watching the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You already know how it goes.
Yeah.
Speaking of, well, it's Taraji P who plays the character. But speaking of
the vet.
Yeah, vet. Speaking of a kid getting acknowledgement, you know that kid that was on The Chef?
Yeah, what happened with him?
That was Marion, Florida.
Man, seriously?
Hey, nobody in Marion read the article. Because I swear I was like,
that's terrible. Man, Marion, we got to do better, bro.
My girl read the article. She's like, that's not Marion, Ohio. That's like Marion, Florida or something like that.
We had the whole city turn up for this man on Facebook.
Bro, I've been meaning to tell you that like 2-3 months ago. I forgot all about that.
Did you? Man, Marion, we really got to do better on reading some articles and not just sharing the headline.
It had probably 1,000 shares on it. But then it was
represent.
It said his dad was a fire chief or something like that.
Yeah. So that's.
Then I'm like, I don't really remember seeing no Indian fire chiefs, but I may be wrong.
Hey, honest to God, because I deal with a lot of the Marion fire chiefs. Honest to God, when that was happening, I was like, I don't recognize this guy's name, but hell yeah for the kid, man. Maybe he just doing these cooking tours, and that's why I ain't met the chief.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like I was like, I don't think there's an Indian fire chief in Marion, but I mean that's what the article say.
Man, did you see? Or have you heard of this kid named Gabriel?
Yeah, plays the guitar.
Yeah, he was at Walmart yesterday.
Yeah, so Gabriel, I actually met him when Ty was still alive. So he used to do karate. He was in karate. Okay. Yep, he was in karate with Ty, and that's how I first met him. And he's like autistic.
Okay.
And he had like sensory issues, so that's why I put him in. I believe he's autistic. Yeah, he is. And he is.
Put that on his name.
Nah, he is. But he had like sensory issues. So he didn't when he first came in there, like nobody could touch him or you know what I'm saying, anything like that. And then he really came out of his shell in those
Playing
and then
music.
in karate.
Oh, okay.
In karate.
Okay.
And then so she started bringing him to the barbershop to get a haircut. And then so like he couldn't you couldn't touch him with a clippers or anything like that, but then he was actually pretty cool. And I've cut a few autistic kids like when I was early on, and like the parents are always telling me like nobody has patience with him, and then it got to the point where like we would play around, joke around, like he already what I'm saying, like getting a haircut. Yeah, so
joke with him.
Yeah,
nice.
But actually he came to my little academy, the music academy.
I'm glad he did, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad he did because no lie, we were walking to Walmart yesterday. We went and dropped that $200, and we're walking, and I'm like, man, my first thought was, who obnoxious ass is playing their speaker?
Yeah,
loud as hell, walking around. So
he was playing outside of Walmart?
Inside.
Oh, okay.
He was set up at the service desk.
Okay.
So we're walking around inside, and we're hearing it. And like I said, my first thought was like, whose obnoxious ass is walking around Walmart with their speaker in the backpack?
Some Marion
Play,
shit.
yeah. And then we're walking past some people, and I'm like, it's getting louder. I'm like, is somebody playing music?
Yeah.
And this girl was like, yeah, he's up at the service desk.
Yeah.
So I peeked up there, saw the little kid, and he was like raising money for something like Kids Music Nation or Kids Nation, something, GNM or GMN, I can't remember, or K, whatever. And I had a little, $3 in my pocket, so I went up and tossed it in the bucket for him. But as we're standing there in line, my girl was like, I wonder if he knows about Dobbs' music thing. Yeah. I was like, I'm sure he does.
So he didn't, matter of fact, he didn't come to the actual music academy, but he came that day before I started, like the week before I started the music academy when I had went and we were making beats with all the kids.
Okay.
So he came that day. And
okay.
He didn't come to like the official music academy day, but yeah, he came that day. So yeah, he knows.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, it was cool. He was singing, man. He sounded good.
Yeah,
he sounded good. There was a couple songs up there. What did he play? House of the Rising Sun.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I would probably donate to that. Now I donate to a lot of things. I like to give, I do a lot of stuff with the Boys and Girls Club because my kids went there.
Yep.
And last memories of that is Ty, you know what I'm saying, being there before all that stuff happened. And so I do a lot of stuff with the Boys and Girls Club. But what always sticks out in my mind, just random charities, is, I don't know if you remember this or not, but a couple years ago, Rite Aid and CVS had got in trouble because, they always have that, donate some money right at the counter.
Yeah.
And they found out that they were just keeping it.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, look that up. That was 2-3 years ago.
I thought you were going to tell me because I've seen the charts of what all the presidents and CEOs make
Red
of
Cross and all that. Yeah,
and the crazy amounts of money that they make,
millions.
Yeah, so I'm selective about who I give money to as well. The only one that now that I do give money to whenever it's do you want to round up or add $1 whatever is the Children's Hospital.
Okay.
And that is because when my girl's son was in the hospital, we stayed at the Ronald McDonald House. Yeah. And I was like, man, okay, bet this. I was like, how much is it? Yeah. They're like, it's free. It's all donations. Yeah. I'm like, oh, okay, bet. Okay, this is awesome. Yeah, this is something I'll donate to. And then once we got in there, I ain't gonna front. They need your dollars, people. Yeah. Okay.
It's kind of rough.
Man.
Yeah. See, and when all that happened with Ty, he went to Children's and they paid for everything, you know what I'm saying? Hospital bills and all that, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I said, I'll donate to anytime I see anything for Children's, I always do that. Yeah. And then I do want to catch the Shriners Hospital. I've never caught that. I don't know about, I ain't type of call in, but if I catch it, you know what I'm saying, I'll do that. Yeah. But like I said, Boys and Girls Club, I always do that no matter what, you know what I'm saying? I take stuff directly there. Yeah. And but yeah, man, like I said, the CVS and the Rite Aid thing, they said it was millions. It was millions.
I believe
it was in hot water for that.
And they probably ain't getting no trouble for real. Yeah. I mean, they probably got fined and that's it.
They it was on the news. You ain't hear about that?
I can't remember.
It was 2, 3, 4 years ago.
Really?
Yeah. It was in the last 3 years, 4 years.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna have to look that up because that's ridiculous. Just keeping it.
Yeah, getting over.
But yeah, man. I try to give, like I said, Children's. All the other ones, I'm sketched out about because, like I said, I seen that where it's
list too.
Yeah, these people cashing out. And I'm like, man, I thought this was a nonprofit.
Yeah. Well, so they are nonprofits, but then it's certain. So you got different types of nonprofits, and just because it's a nonprofit, that just means you're donating a certain amount to an organization.
Okay, that's
what I'm saying. So it can be as little as 5%. Yeah. So I can have a nonprofit and donate 5% to the Red Cross. Yeah. That's still a nonprofit. But the people still have to get paid in the nonprofit. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and then that's basically with CEOs too, not just a nonprofit, but people say well, Bill Gates is a good guy because he donates all his money to charities. Well, first of all, it's his charities.
He tax writing that shit.
Yeah,
off, too.
it's his charities that he writes off to. So
Yeah.
he's just giving the money back to himself.
Yeah.
And second of all, don't kill me, Bill Gates.
Yeah.
And second of all, his so he can work for a $0 salary or donate $1 million of his salary to whoever because his company Microsoft bought his house. Mm-hmm. So he lives in a Microsoft owned house. Microsoft owns his jet. Mm-hmm. So he flies. Microsoft gives him food stipends.
Yeah.
So he pays for his food. So really, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can live free if you got a $1 trillion company and they pay for everything for you.
I think there should be something like maybe like a salary cap.
Yeah.
When it comes to certain nonprofits, maybe that's something that I'm very much sure that running something like Salvation Army does take night and day. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm sure it does take a lot, but I don't know if it's $100 million a year.
Yeah, I was seeing a thing where they were saying that they were about to go out of business. So that's why like all the
Salvation Army?
Yeah,
Really?
Salvation Army and Goodwill. Damn. So that's the thing. So that's why like all the prices went up. If you notice, it's a little bit different than it used to be back in the day. Like stuff in there, a quarter, 50 cents.
Yeah.
So they had to. I think it might be the Goodwill that started it first, or Salvation Army. I can't remember the story, but basically, they just always was more of a charity type of donation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where stuff super cheap, getting stuff for a quarter, $1 or whatever.
Yeah.
And then only until they really had, you see now they started making like them super center Goodwills and super center Salvation Armies, and it changed the business for them. You know what I'm saying? So now they're like profitable.
Yeah.
But like I think it was recently, like within the last 10 years, they was about to go out of business. Yeah.
I do remember, I think it's Wednesdays. I don't know if they do it anymore, but Salvation Army used to do like half off Wednesdays of the whole store. Yeah. Because there for a second, that's when I was selling life insurance and just getting into it. Like I needed a whole wardrobe of dress clothes. Yeah. And I'm like, I ain't making no bread off of my first month.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I remember we shot a music video one time, and it was like we were all dressed up and stuff, popping champagne. Bro, I got a nice 3-piece suit from the Salvation Army, bro. I'm talking about it was super nice.
Smelled like cigarettes, but it got the job.
Nah, that baby was nice. That was a nice suit.
Yeah, you can find some nice stuff there, man. Yeah. You really can. I swear though, if I go in there and I see any 740 shirts, I'm finding out who donated it.
Bro, I just seen something that happened like that to somebody on like Instagram or something like that. Like
found their shirt.
Yeah, some of their stuff was at the Salvation Army.
Nah, I wouldn't be mad at it.
Yeah.
Whatever. Nah, you see them real quick, I do want to touch on this because you said don't kill me, Bill Gates. Did you see the dude, there was a whistleblower for Boeing.
Yeah.
So I'm flying.
It's like 2-3 people got killed from Boeing.
Yeah. I'm flying to Colorado here within the next 3-4 weeks. And we got, Papa got the Southwest tickets. We ain't riding no.
You flying Spirit. You flying Spirit.
Nah, bro, I swore I wouldn't fly Spirit after I went out to Oregon some years ago. And we're sitting, me and my homie, we went out there, and we're sitting at the back of the plane because I always have this joke. I'm like, I always pick the seats in the back of the plane because you've never seen a plane back into a mountain. I got the best chance if we nosedive. Okay,
man.
So we're sitting in the back of the plane, and it's like 3 a.m. It's a red eye, and he's like, "Do you smell that?" I'm like, "What'd you do?" No, he was like, "Nah, do you smell that?" I'm like, "Dude, I do. We smell gas." Yeah. I'm like, man, we got to get home. We'll be all right, you know. We're sitting there for like 10, 15, maybe even 20 minutes, and then all of a sudden, dude in a yellow vest comes walks past us. We're like, shit, something's up with this plane, bro. Yeah. About 10 minutes goes by, and they're like, we're going to go ahead and exit this plane, move you guys to gate, such and such. Your luggage will be moved, blah, 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 blah. And then we got on that one, and we flew home. But I'm like, dude, don't tell me there was some gas leak on this damn plane. I ain't never flying Spirit again.
Yeah, so, I hate Spirit too. So when we flew back when I went to Cali, Bro, that whole trip, that was like the worst. That was like the worst trip I ever took. Like, I literally had a migraine the whole time I was there. Like, literally had a migraine from the time we got there till we got back to Columbus. I had a migraine like the whole time. So we was late. So we missed our flight the first day because we was late.
Yeah.
The next flight took off at like 6 o'clock in the morning. We go to Columbus, so we in Columbus, and so it's like 7, 8 o'clock. So we like, well, I ain't about to go back to Marion. We just gonna sit down here and whatever. So we go to my homie's people's barbershop. So we in the barbershop, we drinking, chilling, doze off, fall asleep. I remember getting in the car, and then I wake up. I set my alarm clock for like 5 o'clock because we already in Columbus. So you know what I'm saying, a little 15, 20-minute drive.
Yeah.
So I set my alarm clock for 5 o'clock. Alarm clock don't go off. My phone died. I just so happened to wake up, and it's me and my homie. And it was my homie's brother was the one who he like paid for the trip. You feel me? So bro, me and my homie, we're sitting in we're just sitting in his car in a parking lot at an apartment complex. So we don't even know where he's at. My phone is dead. My homie's phone is on like 3%. He calling his brother. Like, bro, it's like 5 in the morning, bro. He's calling his brother. Like, his phone is dead too. So, bro, my homie just starts getting out, just starts knocking on doors. Cause like we gotta catch this flight. We just missed the flight yesterday.
Yeah.
So boom, we get on boom, we rush down there, bro. We're like 5 minutes, like boarding and already started. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're just getting to the airport when boarding started.
Oh, bro.
Flying through the airport. I get through I get in line at TSA, and somebody grabs. So as soon as I walk through the what's it called?
Like the gate?
No, they check you in the TSA.
Oh, okay. The metal detector.
Yeah, as soon as I walk through the metal detector, somebody like grabs my arm. I'm like, what the hell? Bro, it's the DEA.
Damn.
They like Davion McGarry. I'm like, yeah.
Nah.
I'm like, huh? They like, yeah, DEA agent, bro. Show up badge, and it's like 5 of them. So they're like, yeah, you're from Marion. You're bringing drugs back from Marion to California. I'm like, bro, it's my birthday.
Yeah.
They was like, oh, because my homie's birthday, like, so his birthday is on July 31st or 30th. His birthday is like the day before mine. My birthday, August 1st. His birthday, like July 31st, right?
Yeah.
So we always had a plan. We going to Cali on our birthdays one of these times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so they're like, oh, you're bringing drugs back. Like, how much money do you have on you? And I had like, I don't know, $5,000-6,000. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He had a couple dollars. His brother had a couple dollars. And I'm like, sir, we're going to Cali. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're literally just down here like kicking it. So whatever. So we get on the plane. They're like, you missed your flight. I don't even know why. So the plane ended up being delayed because they like held us up for another 20. No, hell no. The DEA agents held us up so we would miss the flight.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but the flight was delayed.
Nice.
Yeah. So by the time we get back there to our gate, the flight, they let us board. We're sitting on the plane. There's technical difficulties with the plane. So I'm like, bro, so that's when the headache started. So I'm like, oh my gosh, we're about to die. I'm like, because God did not want us, because we missed the plane the day before.
Yep.
We was late to this one. The DEA stopped us. And we're on here and there's technical difficulties. I was like, yeah, we're dying, bro. It's not. It's the final destination. We're not supposed to be on this flight. They put us on another flight. And then that was cool. They fly us all the way to Charlotte, North Carolina, backwards.
I hate that.
And then fly us from Charlotte straight to Cali. Like, that didn't make no sense. And then my homie, I think it might have been his first time on a plane. He gets so drunk. He's the only one with license. So he was supposed to get the rental.
And he couldn't.
He couldn't even get the rental. Like, we had to sit at the airport for like 3-4 hours, let him get sober up a little bit so he can get the rental. Because he got so drunk on the flight, couldn't get the rental. Then, so this was all like impromptu. Like we literally, and so this happened to another one of our people, and they said when you buy tickets like day of, like it flags you in the system. So we had so we had bought the tickets like that day to go. We literally bought the tickets to go to Cali the same day. You know what I'm saying? I guess when it flags you or something like that. Yeah. So
can be spontaneous.
Yeah, so we didn't even have like a room or nothing. Like we didn't book no room or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So bro, we were trying to we didn't book a room till like midnight. Like we were just in Cali, like in a rental riding around California.
Yeah.
Because we didn't even have a room. So then we finally get a room. Bro, it was all type of stuff happened, bro. And I was like, bro, I literally had a migraine for 3 days.
Done with the trip before it even started.
But it was fun though. Like we had fun. You know what I'm saying? It was like nobody was doing too much. Everybody, it was like a chill trip. Like we just went and seen the Cali sights.
Yeah.
It wasn't nobody was trying to be all wild and crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like it was cool.
Yeah. I always want to make it out to Cali one time, man. Just to go out there. I wanted to go out and see Nipsey Hussle's shop. Yeah. But I guess they got that whole block fenced up now.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. I guess there was just a lot of shit going down at that spot because that's where he died.
I'm going to tell you, bro, Cali, like when I went down there, it made me so happy because I'm like, damn, it's really like the movies down here. Like it's really Cali, bro.
Yeah.
And the one thing I always wonder as a kid, I'm like, bro, how do they be like, you watch like Friday or any like black Hollywood, California movie, like they have on flannels and crew neck squirt. I'm like, bro, how the hell
doing this?
Are you wearing a flannel in Cali with some khaki Dickies on?
Yeah.
But it's a different, because we went, like I said, it was August 1st. It was like August 1st, August 2nd. So, you know, that's hot days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's some of the hottest days of the summer. I see how, bro. It's not really that hot.
Yeah.
It's like because you get like the lake effect or the ocean effect from the ocean. So it's real breezy. It's like a real breezy. So it was probably, actually, I had to get pants when I was down there because it was like chilly. Like really? 5 o'clock, it gets chilly.
No lie. When we was at Walmart, I ran into one of the dudes that I used to work with, and he's retired. Yeah. And him and his wife just went and seen Cali, and that's their 49th state that they've seen in the last 10 years.
Dang.
Next is Alaska. Yeah. But he said that they like flew to like Nebraska or something like that, and then flew to Oregon, and then just drove the coast. And I was like, and he's like, honestly, he was like, it felt better out there than it is here. He's like, we came back last week. It sucks here. Yeah. He's like, the weather sucks. He's like, it's so hot. Yeah. I'm like, it wasn't hot out there. He was like, maybe the same degree, but it's different. Yeah, he was like, bro. It felt so good. Yeah. He's like, we had the top down in the rental.
Bro, I'm like, telling you, I had a blast. Bro, I had to get some pants when I was down there because it was just like the first time, I'm like, man, it's kind of cold. Yeah. So then the second day I went to the mall and I had to get some pants.
It's funny, like my aunt lives down in West Palm Beach. Or Cocoa Beach, I'm sorry. Yeah. She's in Cocoa Beach. When we went down there for the WPO, she was like, honey, you might want to make sure you bring some sweats and stuff. It's pretty chilly down here. I'm like, what is it? She's like, it's about 70, 75. I'm like, Auntie, this like, it's cold up here. Yeah. We're going to be down there in tank tops and shorts, man. But when we was out on the beach, it did get a little chilly.
Speaking of changing subjects, I told you I had did something kind of messed up. That's why I didn't post the last episode, because when I went to do that, the first day of like my little music academy, our audio was on here, and it said, because I had to start a new session, and it said, do you want to save? And I'm so used to hitting no. I hit no on save the audio. And as soon as I did it, I'm like, oh shit, that was my damn audio for the podcast. And I was like, and it was I couldn't and I tried to recover, and I'm like, oh my gosh, bro.
That's why I swear on everything, the last 3 weeks, people been hitting me, are you still doing the show?
Bro, listen, all right, all our audience, my bad, bro. I deleted I didn't delete the footage. We got the footage, but you can't hear it.
Our producer, man.
Listen, I'm so used to, because all I do on this, I usually just use the same track. Like I'll use like this track. I'll just use this one session to record all of our stuff, and I'll start just use the same track. So I'm just so used to hitting no when it's come to save, because I've already bounced it down and put it on. You know what I'm saying? Edited it and everything. Yeah. So I just hit no, just off of muscle memory. Hit no. As soon as I hit it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't delete. And that was a good one too. We was in here dying. That was a good one. I was sick.
Man, that always happens to our good ones, man.
Man.
I was literally just talking a couple weeks ago to my girl. I was like, man, the first time that we did that with Quave, that was the first take.
Yeah, oh yeah, that was
hollering, bro, legendary, man. Yeah. It was great,
bro. I think for real, that first one we did, if that never messed up, we probably be on right now.
I swear.
That was a good episode.
Hilarious.
Like the second, the retake of it was good.
Yeah.
But that first one was.
We tried to recreate for y'all, man. But there's nothing like the genuine,
Oh yeah, we need to bring your boy K Bizzle back on, man. That's always a good episode.
Yeah, I was thinking about that because so Tate's got his next baseball game is tournaments. They were out of 16 teams, they were 10th seed, and they got a game tomorrow. And I looked at it. Y'all might judge me for this, but listen.
Ready to lose.
I told Tate, I was like, because last week or 2 weeks ago, he asked me, he's like, how many games I got left? I'm like, you getting burnt out? He's like, yeah. I was like, well, you got this week, and then you've got tournaments. Yeah. I said, and don't plan on playing after the first one.
Yeah.
He's like, you think we're going to lose? And I was like, y'all ain't playing the best.
Yeah.
And he was like, so you don't have faith in the team? I said, if y'all keep playing the way you're playing, no, it ain't gonna happen. Yeah. And I told a couple other people that, and they were like, "Damn!" And I said, "Listen, the world's gonna be real with them. It's got to start with me."
Listen, bro. Since Kingston started playing, since my kids started playing sports, by the time we get to tournaments, bro, I hope they lose every game. I'll be so done.
I'm ready too.
I'm like, bro, I'm tired of this, bro. The last 3 months, like,
yes.
I'll be ready to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, and I remember one time they had a losing baseball season, messed around and made it to the championship.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd have been mad as hell.
And almost won.
Really?
Won. They literally, I think we played Anthem in the championship. This was like, might have been like 8U or something like that.
Yeah.
And we played Ant's team in the championship, and literally they cheated for real. we really won. I forget what happened, but I remember like the parents was out there. You know how I get it. Youth sports. Parents is the worst. They out there cussing and arguing.
Yes.
And they ended up cheating us. But yeah, we had like a losing season to mess around and won all our tournament games and made it to the championship.
Bro, listen, baseball parents they're all right. Yeah. Like every team that we've played, there's only been a couple times where I've heard the other parents on the other side, hollering. There's been like once or twice that our parents had hollered about something. The only time that I really got pissed off was I heard another parent over there yelling at their kids, if they're standing in the baseline, run their ass over. And I'm like, dude, they're 10 years old, 11 years old, bro. I'm about to run your ass. I got mad at that.
I was running shit over when I was like.
So that's when our kids came off, I went over and I told Tate the same thing. I was like, listen, if their kids are standing in the baseline, run them over. Yeah. Okay. You want to play football? Yeah. Show me right now. Yeah.
Show me, big dog.
Show me. Yeah. But they ain't nothing compared to softball parents, bro. Have you ever been to a softball game?
I coached my daughter's softball team one year.
How old?
It was, oh my gosh, I never do it again. I think it was like 9-year-olds. Them was the biggest group of crying girls. My daughter being number one, she was the biggest crybaby. But bro, I could not tell them girls, like somebody hit a ground ball, and I'm like, put your glove down, you know what I'm saying, make sure you get your glove down.
Yeah,
bro, they would start crying.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh my god, I'm never doing this again,
bro. There was parents there because it seems like every time last few weeks, every baseball game, there's a softball game going on in the field behind us, especially River Valley because of the way they're set up. And those parents, bro, like we'll hear the ball get hit, and we'll hear the parents, "Oh no, it's okay. We didn't want to catch that ball anyways, did we? That's what happens when you don't put your glove down. Yeah. That's what happens when you're not paying attention." And I'm looking over. These girls are probably like maybe 6th grade. Yeah. I'm like, damn. Yeah. Damn. Now listen, if you really want to get pissed off at some parents, there's this movie called Trophy Kids. So. The same dude that did Bigger, Stronger, Faster, documentary about steroids, he also did another movie called Prescription Thugs, and it's about all of the prescription drugs that are in America, which, quick side note, did you know that America is the only country in the world that allows pharmaceutical drugs to be directly commercialized and advertised to consumer.
Dang. So all the drug commercials we see, that doesn't happen anywhere else.
Nowhere else, bro.
Dang.
Nowhere else. And then he did another movie called Trophy Kids. And the Trophy Kids was about, I think they followed like 4, maybe 5 kids and their parents, and how these parents acted towards these kids in their sports.
Yeah.
And I kid you not, this one dad, he had, like, there's no doubt in my mind, once this movie was released, this dad had to have been gotten some death threats or ass whooping threats.
Yeah.
After he saw the way he was talking to his 9-year-old daughter that was playing golf.
Yeah.
I mean, she'd hit it and maybe cut left or right. Oh, you bitch. You stupid bitch. Wait till you get in the car. Wait till you get in the car.
Yeah,
you're going to hear about that one.
Yeah.
You're going to hear about that. I'm sitting there watching it. I'm like, oh, my God.
Yeah.
Like, you got some balls to be like, knowing what your daughter, or knowing the way that you treat your kid,
Yeah.
and being like, yeah, hit me with a camera crew,
Yeah.
follow me around,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, for
Like
real.
follow everything.
Yeah.
Like he's really got to be messed up in the head to think, yeah, this is okay.
Yeah.
And in his mind, he's like, I want to make sure she's doing the best that she can. Bro, there comes a certain age that you can have that kind of mentality.
Yeah.
To a degree. I ain't never condoning calling your kid out their name over some sports. Most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But 9 years old, and you calling her a stupid bitch?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was like, oh my God. But yeah, watching that movie, man, that one will.
I think I remember seeing like a preview or something. I think I remember hearing something about that Trophy Kid. That sounds familiar.
It was a crazy one to watch. But yeah, these softball parents, man, they're crazy.
Yeah.
They're crazy. It's funny to watch. I went to a couple like 16, 17, 18 U softball games because one of our friends' daughter plays, and their team's parents were pretty cool. The other team's parents, they was hollering. They were down at Berliner last year. They was on their girl's ass, man.
Yeah.
And I was just like, man, listen, I'll probably, when Tate gets to that age in high school, whatever he's doing, whatever sport it is, I always will correct him after. Because one thing that I said to my dad last year, my dad is a big baseball guy. He was really good back in the day. And he'd be sitting there like, what? Why aren't they moving him up? Why aren't they moving them back? Why are they doing this? Why are they doing that? Hey, you guys. And I was like, Dad, listen, let the coaches coach. Because I promise you, they want to win too.
Yeah. See, I've never been one of them type of parents. I just, let it rock, man.
Yeah.
You feel me? But like, when we did motocross, it was a little bit different.
Yeah, because you are the coach.
You are the coach. And then like Ty was he was like a real aggressive kid though. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah.
like we just had little stuff that we did. You know what I'm saying? And people don't realize, bro, motocross is you're riding on a bike. You know what I'm saying?
Taxing.
Bro, I'm talking about like, cause you're damn near standing up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Most of it. And just the that's why you don't really see no fat.
Flat out.
Yeah.
That you got to be an athlete to do that
you got to
stuff.
be an athlete, bro.
Absolutely.
And like I said, that motocross, that was real intense. You know what I'm saying? So I was like real intense with him with that because that was kind of our thing. And we didn't have battles, especially when I got him faster bikes and he was scared to ride them.
Yeah.
But like with Kingston, I don't really trip.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Go out there, do your best, Bubba.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
feel me?
Because at the end of the day, man, unless you see blatant Tate daggone made me feel terrible a few weeks ago, man, because I was mad as hell. We was playing Marion City, and those kids, man, Tyree Troutman was their coach.
Okay.
Yeah. And he was Tate's flag football coach. So when I seen him, I was like, hey, Ty. He's like, what's up? I was like, I want birth certificates on all these kids because y'all are killing us.
Yeah.
And he's like, man, honestly, he's like, I don't know how it is, but all these kids have been on this same team the last 3 years.
Yeah.
He's like, it's literally been luck of the draw. There's been like one or two that haven't been, but it's literally been luck of the draw. I'm like, well, that makes sense because these kids got it down, bro.
Yeah.
You know? And you keep looking over there scaring me like you
Oh,
setting me up. I ain't got no cash on me.
Chill out, fam.
But I was visibly upset with how the team played, but how Tate played.
Yeah.
I mean, he was given it was hot, but he was given very little effort. And after the game, you know, he asked me in the car, he was like, "Are you mad at me?" I'm like, "I'm disappointed."
Yeah.
Hit him with the parent disappointment.
No,
you know?
I ain't gonna lie. And Kingston watches all of our shows.
Yeah.
So I'm calling you out. So they had a scrimmage the other day. They played Pleasant
Football?
basketball.
Okay.
So they played Pleasant and they played. Well, I guess they're 7-on-7s. I talked to Chapman. 7-on-7 is about to start like the week after 4th of July.
Okay.
But they played Pleasant and they played somebody else. I forget who else they played. But it was like a little try. You know what I'm saying? Where they'll play like a 9-minute quarter and then switch
out. Yep.
whoever won. You know what I'm saying? And so he been training with my sister. You know my sister's top tier.
Yeah.
Been training with my sister. He ain't taking open shots. He ain't looking to shoot. He looking to pass.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know y'all ain't doing. I had hit my sister. I know y'all ain't doing passing drills, is y'all?
Yeah.
Because all he was doing was passing.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I just like I said, man. I don't feel like the aggressiveness is never there.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have, and you went 1 for 1. You're letting freshmen talk shit to you.
Yeah.
In the game.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, fam, the same kid went 2 for 8. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kids going 3 for 7. You know what I'm saying? 1 for 5.
Yeah.
Shoot the ball. Like, he don't never want to shoot the ball. Like, and when he shoot it, he be up. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think it's the strive for perfection in the case of like you'd rather be 100% on the 1 for 1?
I don't know.
Or you know what I mean? But maybe it'll be something that he grows into. I can see it. It'll be something. I mean, the
shit.
Fact,
like I tell him,
the fact that he went and did what we was talking about earlier before we started rolling.
Yeah.
The fact that he went and did that completely on his own.
Yeah.
Shows me that he does have a wanting. It's a confidence.
Yeah. I mean, but shit, like I told him, hey, you could keep playing, come off that shell in 3 years, shit, it's gonna be a wrap.
Yeah.
You supposed to come off the shell now.
Yeah,
You
that's
got
true.
you got sophomore year, you got 3 years of sports left.
Yep.
Sophomore, junior, senior.
It goes by fast,
And
bro.
it's a wrap.
Goes by so fast.
And I always hated when I seen kids like we was in school together and then they at the Y or they at like an intramural league after high school and y'all talking about putting your stats up. Fam, you're not getting paid.
Ain't
Take your
nobody
ass to
watching.
Whirlpool.
Oh, Whirlpool, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like, hey, fam, it doesn't matter no more. You should have been doing that shit when we was in school.
Yeah, flat out.
Now you want to dunk. Go ahead, dunk your time card in that clock. Clock them hours.
Man, be the biggest jumper on line 4.
You feel me?
Yeah, nah, man. I think it'll come. I do. I mean, hopefully this year, Kingston. Here's the thing, bro. This is the year to show out.
Man.
This is the year to show out. 'Cause
Man.
you fall flat on your face, that's fine. At least you falling.
Yeah.
You're falling forward. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But you can't fall or have the potential to fall if you ain't walking, if you
For
ain't
real.
running.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, no, I hit Tate with that I'm disappointed, line. And then the next game, this is where he got me back. Next game, he did a little better, okay? First thing he says when he walks out the dugout, "Were you disappointed in me today?"
Man. Hey, kids be saying some stuff, man. Like,
I was like, "No, you did a lot better today.
Yeah.
I do think your effort can still be better because I know there's a reason we moved." And I explained it to him in the car. I'm like, "There's a reason that we moved you up because we went. The kids that he was playing with last year on his team, they were walking past at the end of our game." So we went over and spent a little 10, 15 minutes and watched their game, and they're still in coach pitch. And we was talking to the parents, and they're like, we haven't played you guys. And I'm like, oh, Tate's in kid pitch. He's in 10U.
Yeah.
And he's 8. And they're like, oh. And I'm like, it's been a learning curve this year. It's been a learning year. So I explained it to him. I'm like, listen, you was too good at coach pitch.
Yeah.
Coaches was complaining about you. That's a reason that we moved you up to 10U.
Yeah.
I know it's a learning curve.
Yeah. See, I always feel every time you tell me Tate's age, I'm like, Bro, there's no way he is that young.
He got that Benjamin Button disease.
Yeah, like I always feel like Tate's like 10, 11 years old.
Yeah. He's about to turn 9, man. Couple months.
Yeah.
I know it's so crazy. A few years ago, I was seeing on Facebook, somebody had posted around my age that they had a 9-year-old. And I'm like, man, can't even imagine having a 9-year-old. And here we are. You know, it's just crazy.
Wait till you bro, Kingston turn 15 next week.
Next week?
Yeah.
Man, he about to get them temps in 6 months.
Man, end of the year.
Then you in trouble.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I went to go look at this. This Challenger the other day. It was
Careful now. He watches the show.
Hey, man. I mean, he didn't already, you know what I'm saying? We didn't talk about it. But I was like, it wasn't that bad price either. I was like, I could probably get this paid off. Let him get it a senior year. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, there you go. I was gonna say, man,
get him a year of training in the Honda.
Yeah, I was gonna say, my parents always told me, like, you're gonna wreck your first car.
Yeah,
you're gonna wreck your first car.
I ain't really wrecked my first car, but literally, this was like the week I got my license. Mm-hmm. My dad had this. It was a Buick. Something. It was a big body. I'm talking about big. It was a
Regal.
It wasn't a Regal. It was a. I can never.
Cross.
No, man. It was a. I'll think of it next time.
Okay.
It was a big body, bro. And I remember that baby was clean. And I wrecked twice. I'm talking shit. I wrecked twice. The first day he was messing with this chick. She had a brand new Hyundai Sonata.
Okay. Those was hot when they first came out.
This is the ones when they were looking like the Jaguar.
Yeah.
So it's like 2006. Brand new. Mess with the chick. He's like, run down the community market. He used to live on Greenwood. So he's like, do not wreck her car. Gave me the keys. Bro, I'll pull into the parking spot. This is literally like the first week I have my license.
Yeah.
I'll pull into the parking spot. And this lady is backing out. Like, I was already pulling in first. And then she starts backing out as I'm like, yeah. Skin all the way down. The lady gets out the car. Are you effing serious? This is a company car. Are you effing serious? I'm like, man, my dad just told me that.
Literally.
I'm talking about because we live on Greenwood, so he just told me this 17 seconds ago. I'm sitting there, I'm like, man. And something just tell me like, hey, wipe it. Bro, I take my shirt and just do that. And it was like a dust line.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was like a dust
Lucked
line.
out.
Lucked out. And the lady she didn't say, she just shut it up. Like literally mid cussing me out and just shut it up and just left. And then, so my junior year when I went to Marion Catholic, so yeah, that wasn't at Honda. My junior year, my dad had that Buick. It was a boat. And I remember I had drove it to, it was nice though. It was clean.
Yeah.
I had drove it to homecoming. And we had it at the warehouse. Okay. And I remember I had pulled in, man, I was playing that Cameron.
Hey, Ma.
No, hell no. I was playing that Cameron, that Killer Seed. Come on, man. I'm an OG, fam.
And we gonna get it.
I'm a gangster grandpa. You feel me? And I was playing that Cameron Killer Season, the intro. You know what I'm saying? And I pulled into. This is when the certified on Center Street was still the old certified. This before they remodeled it, so it was still like the little building.
Yep.
And I pull in, and they just had put like the little barrier, the little yellow little poles. And I pull in, bro. I smacked the shit out of that. Smashed the bumper and the headlight. But I'm like, I ain't saying nothing. I'm still going to homecoming. So I just went to homecoming. And I remember that whole day, that morning, I was like, bro, I got to fix this light. And bro, my dumb self, instead of just buying a new headlamp.
Yeah.
I buy some damn epoxy and I'm trying to just glue the light together, not knowing that I could just buy a whole headlamp. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I remember I got home and and my dad was like, and I pulled up and he was waiting for me because actually only reason I came home so early, I was about to just stay out for the whole weekend. Like I wasn't coming back home. You know what I'm saying? And then that morning he called me, hey, you got a job. I got you a job, so I need you to come. Whatever. I was working at his homie's little restaurant. And I remember he was like, oh, what happened? I was about to tell him. I swear I was about to tell him what happened. He was like, "Oh man, I knew they was gonna be hating on you, man. I knew they was going. You was too fly." He said, "You was too fly. I knew they was about to hate on you. You was too fly." I was like, "Yeah, man. I came out and somebody busted the head like." And I was like, because we had stayed, everybody had stayed at this chick's house, like everybody.
Yeah.
He's like, "Man, I knew you was too fly, man. I knew they was about to hate on you." I was like, "Yeah, man. So I just came out, it was busted. I don't even know what happened."
Gave you the out, man.
Man, gave me the out, boy.
Shout out, Pop.
Shout out, Pop, bro. Cause I swear I was getting the lump out my throat and telling that I smacked the pole at the gas station. And
Man, too fly. He was too confident in you.
I was too fly for him. Hey.
Man, that's hilarious. I just had, when I had my truck, I only had my license for like a month.
Yeah.
And I was pulling out of where the club is.
Yeah.
You know how right there, when you're pulling out on the 309, where it's 2 lanes at the light and then they come into one right before the end, there was a truck that was pulling in to where I was at. And there was a car in the other lane
side,
and I didn't know. So I pulled out and she hit like I said, my truck was lifted, you know.
Yeah.
And I had these big old meaty tires on it with some Mickey Thompsons.
Okay.
And they hit my tire.
Yeah.
And I mean, it didn't do nothing to my truck, but it like busted the front end of their car, like the light. And the girl got out freaking out because her baby was in the back seat.
Dang.
Bugging.
Dang.
I'm 16. I start bugging because I'm like, oh my God, what's about to happen to me?
Yeah.
What's going to happen to me?
Dang, forget the baby.
Man, hey man, she couldn't have been doing it if she was doing the correct speed limit. Yeah. She couldn't have been doing more than 35.
That was your fault because you pulled out in traffic.
Nah, she was hidden. She needed to get a bigger car.
Man.
But after that, I ain't been in an accident since. So.
Man, I got another accident. Bro, what was that last year? No, 2 years ago in 22. Bro, I ripped this lady's hole in my truck. This is like a month after I got that 2500, bro.
Yeah.
I ripped the whole bumper off this lady's car at Comfort Dental. Bro. I'm talking about, bro, I snatched her whole shit off. Like,
you was at Comfort Dental, ripped her grill out.
Hey, ripped the grill out on everything, bro. And I was luckily, you know what I'm saying, I had a couple dollars. I thought I'll go ahead and pay for everything. But she had went to like a body shop down there. She was from Bucyrus or Upper Bucyrus. Okay. And she went to a body. She's like, yeah, they're talking about it's going to be like $4,800. And I'm like,
nope.
Yeah. I'm like, look, I know some people.
Mm-hmm.
I went right over here to your boy Bowens.
Yep.
I went right over here to Bowens. You feel me? They like, man, give me $800. I got you.
Yep.
You feel me? Told her like, hey, come over here to Bowens. They're gonna take care of you. $800. You feel me? I was not about to pay no $4,500.
Bro, it's crazy because I did happen. Something happened to. So I guess I am fronting. Yeah. There's been a couple.
When you really get to thinking about it, you like, damn, I do be tearing some shit up sometimes.
It wasn't an accident. It was just I had to leave early. I was in high school, had my truck. And one of my homies, he had this. It was pretty clean, but it was an old Firebird.
Yeah.
And that's what he drove every day. And I was getting up early to go down to West Side, so it was like 4:30 in the morning because we trained at 6 down there. So it was 4:30. I made sure I was up and heading out, and I didn't see his car behind me, so I backed up, cracked the front of his little bumper, and went to he's a family friend, so I ain't gonna say the name. Yeah. But I went to a very reputable big body shop here in town, and I was like, "Hey man," I was like, "What's it gonna be for
rip
me?"
Your lips off, huh,
bro? I was like, "I thought we was I thought we was cool, man." Yeah. And then so I went to one of our friends. His uncle does it just out of his garage. Does fantastic work. I'm like, "How much is this gonna be?" And he said the same thing, $800. And I was like, "They were literally trying to charge me $17 over here." And he's like, "For what?"
Yeah.
And I had him print everything out, and he's like, "Dude, he's charging you for a radiator that's probably not even cracked. He's charging you for this and that." He's like, "This is literally a crack in his bumper."
Yeah.
I'm like, so he really trying to buck me on all this stuff. He's like, "This is what body shops do. Yeah. Well, we don't know if this is gonna be broke. We don't know if that's gonna be broke. You're gonna need it, So I was like, man, shout out Barlow's Body Shop.
Okay.
They hooked it up.
Big Barlow.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I didn't tore. Now that you got to talking, I didn't tore that truck up, bro. I smacked that lady's bumper off. I did that. That was the first accident, like the first month.
Yeah.
A couple months later, I went and got there's a guy selling a lawnmower, riding mower, and I had my brother, bro. I can back. So I had a 40-foot trailer, you know what I'm saying, flatbed, bro. I can back, bro. I backed that between a tree and my house.
Yeah.
Literally with nothing but space to back it in there. That was it. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? There was probably a foot of space on both sides. I did that easy with traffic coming. Like I'm pulling ahead of my house and backing it in while somebody before traffic is coming to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
The hardest thing to back is a 4-foot to 10-foot trailer.
Yes.
Cause them things move so fast. Like you have no, you know what I'm saying? Like a 40-foot trailer, it takes time for it to start turning.
Yep.
A little trailer, I'm talking about you hit the wheel 1 degree and that baby's already yeah. Bro, so I'm picking up that trailer. It was a road that the bridge was closed down by my house, literally the street next to my house. I'm like, there's not even a bridge over here. My dumb self, why would they say the bridge was down and there wasn't a bridge over here? I get all the way down there, the bridge was down. I'm like, why would you not?
I ain't never noticed this bridge.
I never noticed this bridge. But it wasn't like a bridge. It was just like a creek ran under it.
Oh, okay.
One of them little things. You know what I'm saying? And so I try to turn around, but it's like I'm on like a country road and it's 2 big ditches, like deep ditches.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn, I don't want to get stuck in this ditch. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I am in a Ram 2500 with the Hemi in it. I can pull up out of there if I wanted to.
Big Hemi.
But I ain't. But it had like a little pathway that the combines ride on.
Okay,
so I was just
turn
trying to. Yeah, I was just trying to get on that.
Yep.
And turn around. Oh my gosh! I jackknifed this damn trailer, snatched my bump, bro. And I couldn't even. Oh, that's why, because it was raining, and it was like this sideways rain. It was smacking my mirrors, my side mirrors just right, so I couldn't even really see.
Yeah.
And it was like, and I rolled my windows, like I had my windows down a little bit, but it was like smacking me.
Yo.
I'm like, are you serious, bro? Jackknifed this
scenario.
trailer, bro. Tore my whole bumper up. Bro, every time I had it was messed up for at least 4 or 5 months. And I had got a new bumper, but I hadn't got it put on yet. Bro, every time I looked at that bumper, that pissed me off so bad just looking at that bumper. I did that. Then Wiesel, I started doing a hot shot. Wiesel, he tore up a couple things. Then tore up the bed liner, and he did something else to it.
Tailgate.
The tailgate. Got some rocks dumped in there one day. And I had the tailgate down when they dumped the rocks, and then I was like, shit. Let me try to lift it up, and it, like the rocks got stuck in it, and I lifted it up. The whole tailgate is just off the truck, but it's hanging on by the wires like the light. So then I had to like put it in there and bungee it up, but it was easy to put back on. But it's not like a line straight in the middle. Yeah, I done tore that truck up. Then I was leaving my mother's house one time. You feel me? And then backed up and smacked the telephone pole like the my rear view mirror, bro, tore it all the way. I'm talking about all the way off, bro. I'm like, I done smacked that truck about 6 times. I'm about to get rid of that truck on everything.
Hey, you ain't gonna be able to sell it to any of our listeners at this point.
I'm taking it to the dealer.
I was backing out of a parking spot at the school.
None of it is Carfax. It was all underground, underground fixed.
Bowens. But I was backing out of a spot there at River Valley, and a car had passed me, bumped him, with my bumper. And the thing that pissed me off about that was like there was barely anything to her car. Yeah. I didn't care about my car. I didn't put my thing through, I put it through. I hit a deer in that thing. That's why my front right bumper looks all messed up. Man. So, my insurance a month was like $135. Progressive done jumped me up to $250. I had to dump them. Yeah. But
Progressive ain't playing.
Man. So that happened, and then the week that we was selling my girl's truck, I was driving it because she was having troubles with it. I was letting her drive my car, and I was driving her truck, and it's got a backup camera. And the way that her driveway is there's a telephone pole right there at the end of it too. I'm not paying no attention, bro. I'm just backing up thinking it's straight. And thank God I was just creeping. Yeah. Because I'm sitting there and I'm like getting stuff together, and I hear, I'm like,
Man.
Shit.
Man.
I was like, listen, her kids and sister and boyfriend was in the house. So I'm like, I'm not going to get out because then they're going to see that this happened.
Yeah.
So I just pulled forward, backed out, got home, and then I was like, oh my God. Messed up the rear or the light, the brake light.
Damn.
And then I was like, well, maybe she won't notice. And she didn't.
Yeah.
Until like 2 days before we sold the truck. I was like, oh yeah. I forgot to tell you.
Man, I kind of
I was too fly at work.
Man, too fly. Hey, well, I was too fly.
I was trying to sell these radios and they'll bust your tail light out, baby.
Man,
I'm sorry.
Man, chill out, man.
But yeah, now that you know, when you start thinking about it, yeah. I done hit a deer with my car.
Man.
I was pulling into a spot, me and my kids' mom, I was looking for houses for her to rent some years ago. So I was taking her around to different places, and I turned into a driveway too. What's up with these people putting big ass rocks and boulders right at the end of their driveway?
Yeah.
Because it done tore like my wheel well skirt. It tore that out. I cut it too soon.
Yeah.
Ripped that out.
Yeah.
Which therefore ended up messing with my windshield wipers. I ain't got no windshield wiper fluid.
Damn.
And then when it gets cold and wet during the winter, my windshield wipers would just automatically kick up on me randomly.
See, when I was doing that, dropping them loads for Menards, bro, it was, and they wanted me to take, so I got a 40-foot trailer. They have a 20-foot trailer Menards, but they had another guy doing it. He was using that, and they wanted me to use my 40-foot. And I'm like, bro, I don't want to use my, like, it is good to use it because I could take all of my loads, 3-4 loads at the same time. And so the guy that takes the 20-foot, he can only take one load, come back, one load, come back.
Yep.
I was able to load all my loads on there and just go.
Yeah.
Bro, do you know how hard it is to pull a 40-foot trailer down a regular like street, like a residential street,
bro?
And then do you know how hard it is to put a 40-foot trailer down a driveway?
Oh yeah.
Like, bro, I almost made this semi. It was a semi wreck one day, bro. I'm out in like Mount Vernon or something like that, bro. It's like, and it's like a hill, and I go down the hill, and I almost passed it. It was just a little street, like right almost once you get to the bottom of the hill, but it wasn't at the bottom. It was like 80%. You know what I'm saying? Like right there. So I'm turning, but so anybody coming up, and you're just flying, going like it's like a country road. So you're going like. As a matter of fact, it's a state route. So you're going like 60.
Yeah, they're cooking.
You know what I'm saying? So anybody coming up and coming down, and it wasn't like a big ass, it was a steep.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like it was like a long hill. You know what I'm saying? So anybody coming up and just coming down.
Gonna see it last second.
Yeah. I'm talking about last second. I was maybe 80 yards, 70 yards.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? From the top. So anybody coming down. So like the first truck behind me, and so it's a telephone pole right here to my left. My rear view mirror is literally touching the telephone pole.
Yeah.
It's a ditch, 2 ditches, and it's a telephone pole to my right. My trailer rail slide is touching the right telephone pole. Yeah, bro. There's literally, I'm touching
no room.
No room. I'm trying to squeeze in this little driveway.
Yeah.
But actually it's a long ass driveway, but it's narrow.
Yeah.
So I see the first, because I'm looking, because I'm like jackknifed, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I can see back behind me. The first truck, all the way damn near smacks my damn trailer. Yeah. Down comes a big ass semi.
Oh, bro.
Bro, skirting. Bro, the semi goes in the ditch. Like it's
shit.
Yeah, the semi was in the ditch. Had to go in the ditch because it was about to smack the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. So it's kind of fucked up, but it's kind of funny. So I'm watching all this and I'm trying to get into the damn. I'm like, oh shit. And I'm watching the dude, like I'm watching the semi driver. Like I'm seeing his life flash in front of his eyes. He's scared as hell. I'm scared as hell because I'm thinking he about to smack him and smack me. And I whip up in there real quick, and I was about to get out my truck and be like, "Are you all right?" But just the look on his face, he looked so mad. Like, I might have to smoke homie.
Let it ride.
I might have to smoke homie because he looked mad as hell at me right now. So I just let it ride. But like I said, if he would have got hurt, bro, I'd have felt bad as hell.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been my fault.
Right.
because I was turning. Y'all wasn't paying attention. You know what I'm saying? But if he would have got hurt, I'd have felt so. Because it was like happening in slow motion. And we like, he fighting for his life in that truck. But we like locked eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we locked eyes. And I seen that fear.
Yeah.
I seen that fear in him. And I'm like, oh my God, he about to wreck. Bro, he literally, bro, and it was a big, I'm talking about a ditch. It wasn't like one of them little tiny ditches.
Yeah.
It's one of them country ditches that.
Down there.
Yeah, it was a ditch, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about his trailer almost popped off the damn hitch.
Damn.
Yeah, it was because you seen,
Yeah.
bro, because I'm telling you, bro, a semi going through a ditch in the country, bro.
Oh yeah, he was fighting for his life.
Yeah, bro, it scared me, bro. It scared me, but luckily he was gone by the time I was done unloading the load, because I had to say nothing to him. But yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, that scared me, man.
Well, we're gonna have to get one of them big ass trailers again here for too long, because now that I'm guessing that the owner of the new building, I'm guessing that he's just probably waiting until July 1st so we can get in there first month, first of the month. And then we're going to have to make that trip down to Texas.
I've been thinking about that.
I've been dreading it. But, hey, on everything, I've been sitting there thinking, like, how can we do this? Like, if he tears apart everything and ships it piece by piece.
Man,
maybe.
bro, listen. I've been thinking about everything we could do. I'm like, how can we get it from Texas?
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, so I got some drivers. I could hire some people. But I got some drivers, and it's 1,000 miles. And right now, for Sprinter van, I mean, even for box, everything right now is about the same price. We're gonna spend at least 1,000.
Yeah.
At least $1 a mile, and that's on the cheap end.
Yeah.
I mean, if we pay somebody what I pay Sprinter van drivers right now, it's gonna be 17. I right now I usually pay about $1.70 a mile.
Yeah. And it's going to take more than a Sprinter van.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I mean, even with a box truck. Matter of fact, my homie just got a box truck. I might be able to get it. I mean, if we trying to spend some money, but like I said, we gonna spend $700 in gas just to go down there and get it.
Yeah.
So that is the better option, but
yeah, it's not been a trip I've been looking forward to.
Yeah,
I ain't
bro,
gonna
that's
lie.
a trip, bro. What you say? It's in Corpus Christi.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not a trip I've been looking forward to.
yeah, that's a trip.
It was one of those things where it's like, man, it was such a great deal for the equipment.
Yeah,
I mean, for the price that we paid for that stuff, literally 2 of the pieces that are in there cost more than what we paid for everything.
yeah,
You know what I mean? One of the pieces of equipment and one of the bars
yeah.
is the cost of everything that we paid, and we're getting all that other stuff. So I'm like, man,
I ain't gonna lie,
dumb
man.
crazy price.
I still think Cuz we done sent Cuz that money, and we about to get all the way down there, and that shit gonna be gone.
Hey man, blood ain't thicker than water at that point.
Man, yeah, I think we about to get down there and Cuz and resold our equipment, man.
Hey, that we taking his truck or something. We gonna get our money back,
Man. Yeah,
But yeah, man, I'm excited for the opening. I'm excited to get it all going. I'm just not excited to go get that stuff. He asked me the other day. He's like, "When you guys plan on coming down?" And I was like, "Well, probably August-ish."
Yeah.
I was like, "We got a lot going on right now." I'm like, "Maybe August."
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm dreading that, and I think I'm gonna be sick when it's time to put the equipment up together, bro. Because you remember taking that equipment apart in that lady's house.
Yes, but thankfully that's the only thing that we're gonna have to put together. Like what, 3-4 pieces of equipment?
Yeah.
And I think if you and I play our cards right, we can just act like we're doing some administrative things.
Goddamn.
And everybody else be putting it together.
Because putting them it was some arm curls.
Yep.
It was some
It was a push press machine,
Yeah.
a Galileo fly. The Galileo fly is going to be the worst one.
Yeah.
Like that's going to be the one to where it's going to be sitting in the corner and we're going to say screw it a couple times and be like, we don't even need that. We don't even need that piece of machinery anymore. Fuck it. We don't need
And
that.
I honestly think we have more equipment that's gonna fit in that space.
I was looking at it because I'll be popping over there
Yeah.
every other day and peeking in the window and just sitting there manifesting.
Yeah,
I'm like, man,
we got a lot of equipment.
I do got some doubts on all of the stuff going in.
Yeah, because once we put in what we already got at the gym now, and a couple other pieces, I'm like, because I picked up we picked up that lady's house. I went with you. Then when we went to Mansfield,
Dude's house, Mansfield,
yeah, dude's house.
Down in Columbus that we just went to.
Dude's house, and then the stuff we went to Mansfield and got that one time.
Yep.
Plus what's already in there.
Plus the Texas stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
plus I got another dude that said that he's willing to give me another monolift.
Yeah.
So it's like I was counting it up the other day with my dude, and that's gonna help us move. And he's like, well, what are you like? What's the big pieces? And I was like, man, I started thinking about it. I'm like, we got 1, 2, 3. We got 4 power racks.
Yeah.
3 bench presses, 2 monolifts. And then it comes down to like all the machines that we got, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, we got a ton of machines.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
and we still gotta fit treadmills in there.
We got 2 ellipticals, two bikes, 2 or 3 row machines. And then we got to get 2 treadmills, you know, and
it's about to be tight.
It's going to be tight. Thankfully, there's room for expansion.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
There is room for expansion. We just got to be, because it's the same situation that was on the other side.
Okay.
It's it's going to be on level.
Yeah.
So that's probably where we'll end up having to put certain pieces of machinery that it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
And that other side, unless he wants to down the road do the same thing that he did on the first side. But there's room for expansion. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of stuff. And honestly, at the end of the day, it's better to have all that stuff.
Yeah.
Sell some of it, get the little in between dumbbells that we might need.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then some specialty items
that
people are talking about.
Guy today, a 50. No, he was selling it was from 5 to 150 for 6,900.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
I think we saw the same post.
Yeah.
This stuff is not cheap, bro.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
6,900.
Yeah, that's probably a little over $1 a pound.
Yeah,
you know. But that's what I was telling one dude. We got a new member in there, and he's like, dude, I'm all in. I want to, how everybody is.
Man,
I'm all in. I want to invest. I want to, there's a couple dumbbells that you guys are missing. Like how much does that cost?
Did he work out last week?
Yeah,
he's still there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But
I feel like everybody has that when they first start.
Yeah. And I was like, we need 70-pound dumbbells. How much? I'm like 140. He's like, really?
Yeah.
I'm like, $1 a pound. That's if you find it on Marketplace.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how expensive this stuff is. I was like, so quit throwing my shit around.
God damn it. Yeah. That's why I've been looking at treadmill. Actually, the treadmill market went down. So
it's not that terrible.
People getting back fat. Because when during COVID, the treadmill market you was damn near paying almost 70% of retail.
Yeah.
Like when we bought our new house, it was in 21. I was trying to get a treadmill. I mean, they were selling good Pelotons though, because everybody was back at work.
Yeah.
But they was wanting 500, 600, 700 for Pelotons, and you know what I'm saying, all the good stuff. Like, man, the Lifetime Fitness ones. And like, dang. But right now, I just looked. I'm like, bro, we can get 2 treadmills right now for $500. Like some good ones.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. So that way we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 to 9 cardio piece, pieces of cardio equipment. And I think that'll be enough to at least start, for the people that just want to come in and do cardio.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to have a lot of equipment that we realize that, like, damn. And a lot of stuff, honestly, because I was on my back porch the other day and I'm looking at it, I'm like.
That's what I was talking about. That stuff in your back porch. I'm like,
bro, I forgot I had this.
Yeah.
I forgot I had that.
Yeah.
Because, over the years, since 2019, I've just been buying stuff and trying to manifest what's coming.
I mean, we could say forget all that. I got like a 20-in-1 Bowflex in the garage. And that's the only piece of equipment we need.
Hey, let's get that Bowflex in there, and then that Chuck Norris all in one that he got.
That's all we need, man. We got a total gym.
30 a month, total gym. Let's do it. 30 a month, man. Y'all come get it in like Chuck Norris was. But no, I'm excited for it, man. I'm super excited to get this rolling and get it started and paint it up the way that we want it.
Yeah.
And I
told you, man, I'm an expert painter now, man.
Man,
painted the shop.
Yeah, I saw that.
Got a whole paint gun machine, whatever it's called.
Nice, ain't they?
Yeah, bro. So when we painted the shop the first time, I was cheap because I got like 30 gallons of paint for free. Mm-hmm. And then I went to Harbor Freight and I didn't realize what it was. I didn't even know what it like. So it was like a plaster gun. So it had it had a big old like a container, so it's gravity fed.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And it held up to a gallon, so you could dump a gallon of paint in there and just spray it. But it didn't control the thickness. Mm-hmm. So it just sprayed it at one thickness. And we ended up running through like the whole 30 gallons. And it was like just mess, bro. The whole street in the alley was gray. Yeah. Like we was spilling that shit everywhere. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So then when I painted, I was like, man, I at least need 20 gallons. I said, because I know we ran through 30, but I was like, I need to need 20 gallons. So we had bought the 20 gallons of the blue. And for real, I could have got away with 15 gallons. Because, you know what I'm saying, I had an actual professional sprayer. Yeah. I could have got away with 15, but it was like a couple spots. And then there was like these, like the clay, I don't know what they're called, like shingle things that go over the top, like the caps for the bricks. And I just went back and repainted them. And then, you know what I'm saying, did a couple other things, just touched up some stuff. So I ended up using like 18 gallons, 17 gallons, but I could have got away with 15. But that first time we used 30 gallons of paint. Because like I said, the thickness we were just spraying. It was spraying like everywhere. Yeah, it was shooting. Imagine just like a water hose spraying. Yeah. That's what that stuff looked like. It was not no finesse, nothing to it. It was just spraying.
What's that called? What's that place called? Harbor Freight? Harbor Freight Special, baby.
Like Harbor Freight. I mean, that's where I got the actual paint sprayer from, but I got the actual spray. The actual one. Yeah, the kit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It wasn't bad. It was $3.99.
That ain't bad.
Yeah, it wasn't bad
Especially with what you can do with it.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, we're going to end up painting our house with it, and then I said we're going to need it to paint the gym with it. Yep. Interior, probably exterior, too, at some point. You know what I'm saying? So, you get its little use.
Yeah, definitely
and it's easy. Bro, I sprayed the whole shop, that blue, in 4 hours.
It looks good,
it's
too.
Like 4,000 square feet.
It looks good. I like that you went with the blue.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Can't give this man no compliments for nothing, bro. But real quick before we sign off, man, I want you to talk about the bikes. Let the people know what they can do for the bikes, for the kids.
So, yeah, we got Growing Men. We talked about it a few times. So it started out, and I haven't really announced this yet. I wasn't really going to announce it, but so I just been like seeing kids like at the barber shop, whatever, and like asking like, would you want to, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to start like a bike riding group. And I don't really you don't really see kids out riding bikes like in groups like how we used to ride. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up just getting all the bikes repaired, everything that people donate, and then I'm just going to donate the bikes. Okay. Because I've already took a bike to the Boys and Girls Club. Like I usually take a bike every year up there just because like before my son had passed away, he won a bike from the Boys and Girls Club. Yeah. And he loved it, that bike, boy. He loved that. I have so many videos of him just doing burnouts in the driveway on that bike. So I just always take a bike up there. So I think I'm just going to end up just donate after I get them all fixed. I'm just going to donate the bikes. There you go. Because like I said, I asked probably a dozen kids and nobody is just interested in just riding around. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, and I like giving stuff.
You could be the Forrest Gump of the bike world, man.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I think, and that's why I like doing stuff for the Boys and Girls Club, because they know the kids that need things. You know what I'm saying? Like if who needs a bike on Facebook? You know what I'm saying? Everybody needs a bike. But if the Boys and Girls Club is going to be able to issue it out to kids that they know, you know what I'm saying, need a bike. Yeah. So that's why I like doing stuff for the Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. So if you got a bike that is even if it's broke.
Yeah,
even
if it's broke, like I
yeah.
said, I'm gonna take everything to take it up to Rockies and get it, you know what I'm saying, repaired professionally. So
Yeah, gonna
if
get
it's
that.
broke, yeah,
Gonna
we'll
get
take
that
anything.
done. Don't throw it away. Hit Dive up, hit me up, and I can relay it, and get it up here to us, man, because you know it's gonna be going to a good cause.
Yeah,
for these kids out here, man. That's the biggest thing is these kids. So
yeah.
but no, man, we shot for we
2
creeping
hours.
up on 2 hours,
Yeah.
man. That's what happens when we ain't been at it.
Man,
So nah, we got some big things coming up, man. Hey, check out 740barbell.com.
hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. My guy over here think he Virgil. he been snapping on the designs, man. He been snapping on the designs.
You know, I had to spend a little money on the Canva Pro,
You know what I'm saying?
and get some of them new design techniques and features and stuff. But yeah, man. So real quick about that "If I Die, Add More Weight" shirt. So I was at the doghouse this week, and it was on a Wednesday. We was benching, and literally somebody had said something. They laid down on the bench, and we were like, oh, joking around, like, oh, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard, you know. And he's like, yeah, you might have to take it from me. And Red was like, if I die, add more weight.
Man.
And everybody was like, that's a T-shirt.
Yeah.
That's a T-shirt. And I was like, it'll be done tomorrow.
That's our T-shirt.
Yeah, I was like, it'll be done tomorrow. So shout out Red for that idea, man, because I made it come to life. And we've actually already sold a couple of them, man.
Okay.
So we're going to be setting up.
Yeah, I need to jump on there, bro. I need everything. But I ain't ordered no shirts since, like, I ordered that hoodie.
Yeah.
And that was back in, like, March, April.
I was going to say for the
I need the whole, I need the whole line of everything. Because I was like, oh, bro, been going crazy with them shirts right now.
Yeah, I got.
How much money on your card? I'm about to order everything.
Bro. Remember that?
Hey, side note, one time I ordered some, but I ordered, how much was it, about $300 worth of
Yes,
stuff?
bro.
Ordered about 300, and I was wondering why it wasn't charging I'm like, why is it not charging my card? And he called me like, hey, bro, I love you, but charge all that stuff to my card.
I definitely went in on a website and changed that up real quick.
Yeah, bro, because you know what I'm saying, the administration side.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah, you know.
Bro, I was one, and I'm like, why is it not charging my card? I'm like, shoot, I just must be getting a deal on it.
We done bought so much and sold so much on this, they just giving it to us for free.
Man.
Yeah, man. So we got the new shirts out. We got the "If I Die, Add More Weight" shirt, 740 barbell shirt that's got multiplier down the back with the new design. A few other ones on there, man. Like I said, I've been putting some creative thinking
He
into
been snapping. He been snapping.
Virgil gonna be proud. So, but yeah, man, check out 740barbell.com, the serumbrush.com.
Serumbrush.com.
Feel me? And then be on the lookout. Be on the lookout. 740 Barbell is moving to a new location, and it will be open to public. So, kind of how it is right now is it's still open to people.
Semi-private.
Yeah, it's still open to people, but I'm kind of selective on who I have come into the crew because
no suckers.
No sucker. Yeah, sucker free zone. And you know, we're looking for competitors right now, but this new spot is going to be open to the public.
We're still doing 24-hour access?
24-hour access. Yep, it's going to be 24-hour access. And I think one of the bigger things that I think people are going to like about it, one, is the atmosphere that we're going to create in there.
Yeah.
And then two, it's going to be kind of like if you're the first one in there and ain't no music playing, you got the music. Now, don't be playing nothing stupid. You know what I mean? If I walk in there and it's Cotton Eye Joe, I'm ripping the cord out your phone.
Fam, I done heard you play Cotton Eye
Don't
Joe
even play with me, bro.
At least a dozen times.
It's on rotation in the playlist. But and then when you walk out, it's up for grabs. So you're gonna be able to play some music in there. And again, it's gonna be an atmosphere thing. We're aiming for everybody. It's available. Like I said, everybody's welcome, but it's going to be for the competitor, not just in powerlifting, not just in bodybuilding, anything. I see one of our people, Josh, I want to say his last name's Monroe. He's playing like a full pad football league right now. I think he's my age. you know, and obviously he's training in the weight room. So any kind of competitor, man, that's what I want to create is a competitive atmosphere where everybody's there for a competitive reason. And if you aren't competing, then you to be around those kind of people.
Yeah.
So be looking out for that. That's definitely going to be a big announcement. We're going to do a big grand opening cookout. You know, you're going to put me on the ribs because I am the rib master.
Fam.
And
Don't nobody want them tough ass ribs.
But be looking out for us, man. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate the patience with us. Like I said, I've had a lot of people hit me up asking if we're still doing it, man. So I appreciate all the loyalty to the people, man. And we about to be kicking it back up now the baseball season's over. So love y'all. Appreciate y'all. As always, you got the big homie Dive, Unc Jonah. And it's the Push and Wait Show.
Push and Wait.
And of course the courage in these veins, people passing the limits, a bunch of beasts broke off the chain. From the folks, see them growing and reaching up to pass out